Phil's diddling with his screen.
I was literally dicking around with the screen. Welcome to ClevelandMoto Podcast, episode number 520. Light 'em up, boys!
That's the problem, is there's only like two of us with cans and the rest are tinkling.
Everybody's tinkling, man. We're all tinkling.
There's going to be a Shanky's night, I've heard.
Shanky's whip. A little Shanky.
Pumpkin milk.
Yep. Pumpkin milk.
Oh, man, that Shanky's is good. Yeah, last night I did some empirical Roman twist testing at Porco. And it's always a good time when you go into Porco and you see Tim and Carol in there. And then I ran into, they were in town, they live here, but there was a band last night called the Coulettes, I think, or they're called. Anyway, girl band. They were playing at Beachland, and there was a guy that was there with his wife, and they were from a magazine, and I believe it's called Modern Exotica.
Sounds about right.
Exotica Modernist. They were really nice people, super cool people to meet people at Porco. Is always fun. To my immediate left, we have...
I'm Batman.
Batman. What did you ride in tonight, Dan?
Tiger 660.
Tiger 660.
Trying to wear the tires out before the season's over.
Right, that's a good idea. So
The
you can
bat
do your
cycle.
winter maintenance. Yeah. And to his left,
Steve Sleepy.
Sleepy. Do you have what's going on with your beverage?
There was no ice, so I added a popsicle.
There's
you know what?
Popsicle in your beverage. That's hilarious, man.
I like a fruity drink.
There's a bucket of ice on the bar.
There is a bucket of ice on the bar.
I looked in the ice machine, and the ice machine was dry.
The ice machine needs cleaned.
Nobody alerted me of this random bucket.
I went
of
upstairs
ice.
and looked in the fridge, and I was
I was going to say,
Surgeon.
he went on a scavenger.
Surgeon's here. And then into his left.
Johnny Mac.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Matt goes, yo, I finally made it for the beginning for once. Yay.
Nice job, Matt. Appreciate it.
Very good, Matt.
Set an alarm.
And did you ride anything there? Did you drive?
I drove.
You drove work.
I feel like it's going to get really cold on the way home, and
Okay.
I didn't want to have to put pants on.
There you go. And to his left.
And I'm drinking pumpkin milk.
Oh, you are drinking pumpkin.
He's shirt cocking it, so.
Speedy Pete's here.
What'd you ride, Speedy Pete?
I rode my Honda Hunter Cub.
Hunter Cub.
I just looked at the odometer. I've only put like 500 miles on that this season. I haven't hardly had it out. So
Yeah, you've been mostly riding other things.
yeah, the monkey or the big bike. Yeah.
But realistically, we lost like 2 months of season. Like, it didn't even get ridingable until like July.
It's just one of those things. This is absolutely my favorite time to ride right now. So I'm getting all the
Well,
miles.
the good news is like all next week is supposed to be 75 and sunny.
Yeah.
Like gorgeous.
Perfect.
I put some miles down last weekend, and I'm going out again next week too. I'm getting some miles in.
Yeah, definitely. And behind the bar?
Tom Pennington.
Tom Pennington. So Tom's going out of town tomorrow. Tell the people where you're going, Tom.
So Craft Services and I are going to Munich and then Berlin by train. So I'm going to get to ride like first world trains.
Nice. It's fun, man. I enjoyed it so much.
But we're doing Oktoberfest because why not? If you're in Munich at the time. And then I discovered BMW Welt.
Yep.
And the BMW Museum are like 2 stops away from the second hotel we're staying at.
Yes.
I was like, well, I guess that's a field trip.
You got to go there. You got to go there.
And basically she's like, yeah, I got to work all week. So whatever the hell you want to do, just go.
So my advice is go first class on the train.
Yeah.
That's already done.
My advice is take a camera and send us pictures of said things.
My
things.
advice is you should give me a camera.
Right.
That can be arranged.
Yeah, we have those.
Pretty cool. You got like 3 hours.
My advice too is public drinking is allowed and encouraged, so you can take a 6-pack on the train and you just drive around.
So when
watch
you're in
the world
first
go by.
class on the train, if you go to the bar car and get a glass, you don't have to hide it to go back to your seat. In fact, they will come to your seat with glassware.
Nice.
It's absolutely true.
So welcome to a room full of
It's worth the extra $8, I promise.
Everybody here had Tylenol
Chris
growing up.
Smith is here. Yay.
On time, like usual.
There you go.
And the people rejoiced.
And there was much rejoicing. Well, the guy came by today and picked up his 2 Vespas. Your buddy you met at
How cool was that?
Magagan. Yeah, he showed up. He's great. Yeah, we squeezed 2 some full-size Vespas went into a Tacoma bed. And the Tacoma beds haven't gotten any bigger, but the Vespas have. And putting 2 full-size Vespas in the back, 300cc Vespas in the back of a Tacoma bed, woo, that is tight.
I was
going
to say, we used to stick 4 back there with all the camping gear and a cooler full of beer.
Yeah, it is. These bikes are big bikes, and There was no room for the Holy Spirit between these bikes. And
You don't want to Vespa's hips bouncing together.
No, and it was like I saw the straps that he brought. We used those, and then I donated 4 of my own straps to the job, just because I didn't want these bikes kissing on the way home. Yeah, super nice guy though. Yeah, he's a.
I think the kids call that soaking.
And he knows Chris. Boy, that's
he's
surprising.
a chief petty officer in the Navy. He's a retired chief petty officer. So super nice guy.
All I hear is bottles being unloaded behind me.
That's what's happening. Stemware. It's all about the stemware. So that's cool. Well, we're gonna let Chris get situated.
Okay, Chris. Oh, all right. Here comes Chris.
There's the butt cam.
He was pretty good about
He's
not
good.
having his butt in the camera the whole time.
He did a really good job.
Yeah.
Look at that bag on that guy.
Yeah,
He's got a sack.
He's a
Check.
Shanky's
There he is.
whippersnapper.
Check. Smile when you say that, Johnny.
Okay, I'm silent.
So I'm at the Janus rally, introducing myself around to folks I don't know, and Charles comes walking by.
yeah,
I said, "Hi, I'm Chris Smith." He says, "Yeah, I know who you are."
yeah.
Oh, what the hell does this mean? Yeah, you're on the damn podcast. I said, all righty.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. So I actually told him, I said, because he said he was going to hang around for tonight.
He didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it took him 9 hours to get to our shop.
Yeah.
So he was interested in getting back on the road and making that other 9 hours go away.
All right.
Yeah.
Because he told me that he was going to spend the night at a hotel in Cleveland and drive back next morning. So I said, if you do that, come on by, be
Foolish
on the podcast.
not to do it. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, he was cool. He was great, man. He was everything I expected him to be.
I can't wait for the old man report from the Goshen, Indiana festival.
Oh, well.
This is going to be good.
Come on. It's good. Yeah.
Because you were the youngest. You were the young one, right? You were the youngest guy there.
I was not.
Oh, okay.
Strangely enough. But I did turn them on to a bottle of
Shanky's Whip. There. Oh, you have the sponsorship package. Nice.
Which answers Matt's question.
So let me tell you this. So a while back, we had put, Shanky's on there, and somebody shot through a photo
Right.
holding a bottle of Shanky's up like this, saying, I got bad news. This stuff's delicious. So we copied the whole thing and we sent it off to info@shankyswhip.com or whatever it was. And I think it's in Ireland, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, it
It
is.
says it's from Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're emailing back and forth, and finally the guy says, what's your street address? So I gave him the street address, and 5 days later, a little swag box shows up.
See?
Yay.
I made the prediction. I said we would be sponsored by Shanky's Whip.
Well, and I keep saying this, and so Devin, who I'm speaking to, says, well, what other events are you guys running? I said, well, we run the AMA Vintage Days in Lexington, Ohio.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah. I kind of stretch it a little bit.
500,000 people.
Yeah.
Chris was the head of the board.
And then I said, we're involved with the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride here in Greater Cleveland. And he said, well, how can we use this to further the Shanky stuff? I said, well,
Motorcycles and liquor just goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
so
When I think two-wheeled vehicles, I think booze.
so we got not one, but two.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, man.
yeah, that's all right.
Oh, those pennants
Some
are
pennants?
awesome.
Yeah.
So we can post these down here in the cave wherever you
Well,
want.
as official sponsored
Show 'em everyone
podcast
there
now,
on
we
the-
have
Well,
to.
that's just it.
Yeah, right.
Put him on the John Cam.
What is the allowance? The weekly allowance of Shanky's Whip.
It's
Sleepy, put him on the John.
well, we're still negotiating that.
Oh, John Cam. Sorry.
John Cam.
John Cam.
John Cam. There you go.
There you go.
How cool is that?
Black, smooth, and Irish.
Whip it.
Yeah.
All right, leave the John Cam up and show this on the John Cam.
Well, we have more items for the John
Oh,
Cam.
a hat.
He kept the
If
bow
there's
tie.
only
He kept the
somebody
bow
that
ties
wears
for himself.
hats.
Oh, that's awesome. It's an ostrich.
I think it's an emu. Or am I wrong?
I think it's an ostrich.
I think it is an ostrich.
Okay.
You can tell by its beautiful plumage.
Look at the bottle.
That seems
though.
to be their thing.
Look at the bottle. I think it says. I could be wrong. But I'm saying emu.
Yeah, but okay.
Or maybe, I don't know.
Oh, dude, I thought that was a pipe. I got excited.
That is a
Well, you
bottle
got to pour. You got to pour.
Look at that
Nice.
bottle pour.
That is a nice
We've
pour.
been pouring it out of the bottle like suckers.
Well, we need to stop. That's cool. You can drink directly from the bird. I love it.
That looks like one of my
Don't
turkeys.
bite its head off.
It's an ostrich.
Now, this I haven't yet to.
Give me a Shankies, please.
Here, we got to break. You guys got to break that one in. Oh, dude, we got banners or flags.
Look at the flag.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah.
God.
So the question is,
Running
at
up the
AMA Vintage
flagpole.
Days in the FEMA camp,
Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh,
will
yeah,
we
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to fly this flag?
Of course we would.
We're gonna.
They're going to have to sponsor AMA Vintage Days with a couple of cases of Shanky's Whip. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Okay,
nice.
Now
let's
turn it
around.
I guess we need another flagpole.
Ooh, this is amazing.
No, there's a lot of room on our flagpole.
So wait, let's go real quick here.
No.
Official sponsors of the ClevelandMoto podcast,
Clearly.
Shanky's Whip, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. That is
We
brilliant.
have made this is a big day.
That
for
is
us.
not a little flag.
No.
So
But wait,
There's more.
Oh, wait, there's
What does
more.
it say on the bottom?
Made in goddamn Ireland.
Made.
It says
the original-
liqueur and
the
whiskey. Yeah.
The original liqueur and whiskey
Blend.
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 suddenly it's going from a German rascal to an Irish.
Yes, I will,
That's good. Well,
so the last thing is they sent us a limited amount of stickers.
Okay,
That,
all right.
on the John Cam, you can see this.
Oh, these are great.
Yeah. So I've requested more stickers.
yeah, we need like 200 of those.
Yeah. So, and of course the
They should just send the file to a local company and just have some
Right, we could
delivered.
knock those out. We
Yeah.
have Jack Prince here in Cleveland. Yeah. Support
I
your
feel
local
like I need a
businesses.
light bulb for my mouth. Does anybody else feel that same way?
and then the
Oh, I love the tote.
Shanky's Whip
A tote. Book bag.
grocery store tote.
Yeah, look at that. Dang. Oh, that is some nice stuff. Shanky and
But-
Shireman.
You know, this came from just a couple of emails back and forth
Right.
Nice.
to these guys.
That's
and
brilliant.
I told
Obviously, they
them-
haven't listened to us.
Yeah.
Well, when there's 3 bottles of Shankies literally on the bar at the moment,
Well,
so
yeah, you know,
right.
So
We do put our money where our mouth is.
I'm proposing that
Right.
they are the current
Yeah.
libation.
You can either have that or fucking Manscaped. So it's that this or ball trimmers, guys. Yeah, right?
These guys know how to party. And first Janice.
Yeah, first Janice, now Shanky's Whip. Smith is an international influencer, thanks to Scott Dennis.
Scott, I'm also a piece of shit, but that's okay.
He said that, not me.
Well, that's okay. But the point is, he asked me, how many airline bottles do I need to send?
Yeah, it's
So at
All of them?
Tom, at AMA Vintage Days where you have your open bar.
yeah.
Well, that's Pete. That's Nakamoto Pete.
Yeah, Pete he did the Tiki Bar this year, so but I mean we'll supplement it anyway.
I mean,
absolutely.
right?
We could give away hundreds, if not thousands, of
yeah.
those suckers.
Exactly.
If that's the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah, well, I'm not sure
And-
how much they can give us because it's going through the mail and crap like that,
Right.
right?
But-
But let them know.
we
that-
promise that we won't drink them. We will give
No,
each
no.
one to a.
And on top of that, we
Exactly.
can give them video footage of said stuff being handed out.
That's
So,
always
so since that's exactly what they're asking,
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
whether
yeah.
we can document that
Yeah, yeah.
we're just not sitting there blasting them down
You
ourselves.
need to be
So
careful with that, though. I mean,
Malort.
you need to have it there and let
Yeah.
people help themselves
Exactly.
to it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Okay.
handed
It's
out.
fine.
I mean,
All
we're
right.
not going to be the Jaeger girls here.
The Shanky Fairy.
Who says I'm not willing to be the Jaeger?
well, that's
Malort,
that's the other thing I was thinking.
Malort made itself famous virally by literally having a camera on people when they drank it.
Okay,
And it wasn't because it was great. So this is
this could be
Prime for that opportunity.
The Bourbon
inverse.
Fairy now has a sponsor. You're
Yeah.
going to be squirting Shanky's Whip at people, dude.
But I mean, people are going to come
It is
back for
bourbon.
seconds and thirds. I mean, this stuff works. So
It works. I'm
well,
not
I could be
worried
the
about
Shanky's.
that.
Shanky's whip.
I'm
It works.
prepared to be the Shanky's whipping boy.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh,
Yeah.
Be careful what you ask.
That's what I'm
for.
saying. I am prepared to be the Shanky's whipping
You
boy.
say whipping boy and a whip shows up.
Do you see what the guy's driving the ostrich with?
Yeah.
Not good intentions.
All right. You have to wear the
He's
plume.
not motivating creating the option with positive
You
vibes
have
and
to wear
energy.
the plumage.
What about a buddy made up to look like a ostrich?
I looked at that label and I saw I could make that happen. Yeah, we could make that happen. Yeah. Yeah, we could have a Shanky's Whip themed rickshaw. Yeah.
Now I'm upset I left that box in New Orleans.
So the
Do you know how long it would take me to make a buddy scooter look like an ostrich and then have a two-wheeled rickshaw behind it, a sulky? 25 minutes right now with the shit on hand. All right.
So the point is, Shanky's Whip is stepping up.
We like that.
They like us.
We appreciate
like
that
them,
energy.
And we got to keep this going.
Okay, so the question, the phrase that pays is, have they actually listened to the podcast yet? Because that's where we lost ACF 50. ACF 50 was a great sponsor until somebody from the higher up in the C-suite listened to the podcast, and then we lost our sponsorship.
And I love ACF 50, man.
Me too. I still sell it at the shop.
It's so expensive.
If you're just tuning in,
Right.
you are listening to Shanky's Whip. Shanky's Whip.
It's better
So
than ball trimmers.
I Googled it. I Googled myself, and it is an ostrich. It is not an emu.
Yeah.
I think Piper said it. Why is there an emu on the bottle?
Emus, the feathers go down.
Okay.
Ostriches, the feathers go up when they get excited.
Not to upstage Smith or anything, but I am in talks with Terry's Organic Tofu. And so,
Don't be upstaging me on this shit.
You know, it can only slightly be better if it was a cassowary, but then it would have to be Australian.
And let's not forget who discovered Shanky's Whip and all this.
that's true.
Dan Kroenke.
Dan?
Kroenke's the man.
Smith is good at taking other people's ideas and running with them.
No. Kroenke did it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dan was 6 months on.
John Cam, hold on.
John Cam.
Okay, bring up the John Cam.
Oh no! Wait, what happened?
Was it just a cord?
Oh wait, I gotta get it all the way. What?
Come here.
There's a plug in it.
Is there a plug in it?
There's a plug in it. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, that's not
John,
good.
we're gonna work at a bar. Wait, I'm behind the bar.
Yes, we're trained professionals.
Oh, that ostrich has seen some things. Oh, that's so awesome. That Shanky's topper is amazing.
Come on.
Get over this way.
Okay, this is going to be one of those nights. Guys, strap yourselves in at
Yeah,
home.
here we go.
Us non-drinkers are going
Do
to
you
enjoy
remember
this
Mr.
one.
Black? Well, guess what?
Mr. Black and Shanky's.
Cyber
There's
trucks
going to
are
be,
rusting.
Teslas are rusting tonight.
Hey, so Paul Charney sent us a message, and in the hate mail.
Cool.
So Paul Charney says, "So I'm a little behind. Sleepy was talking about not finding wax paper for his vinyl stickers. A friend of mine used to get his vinyl and wax paper from Capco off of 261 at the Portage Summit County line, only a few miles away from Summit. Thought I would give him a heads up, and BT Dubs, 3 stars. Screwball Paul."
But yeah, thank you, Screwball
Right.
Paul. I am putting that in my
3
fucking
stars.
phone. What was it called?
It is
Capco?
called Capco with a K.
Right, huh? Thank you, sir.
Kapco, Capco.
I appreciate that.
So there you go. So better decals, better stickers coming soon to a rally near you. Yeah, pretty freaking rad. I just have to tell you, this week for us, we went to the Hearst Festival.
Oh my God!
And if you've never been to a Hearst Festival, it's interesting.
Oh yes.
Yeah. If you like the people watching, it's some of the best people watching you're ever going to get. We had a good time. We brought our Easy Up, so we were comfortable. We brought some chairs.
Weather cooperated.
We brought libations of several different styles and flavors, and there was charcuterie.
Highbrow charcuterie and snacks.
I was very impressed by what we rolled out.
I like I had the anchovies with mini toast.
They were so good. Oh man, nice fuzzy fish.
I'm dead.
And
What?
I think I'm
Yep.
dead back here.
we're not getting the amplification on Tom's microphone.
Oh, wait.
And,
there
and
you
the
go.
people rejoice.
You figured it out.
Was that by accident or?
No, it just wasn't
That
plugged.
was
in.
Tom
It just
doing
wasn't plugged
No,
in.
I pulled you down because you're making crazy plug-in noises.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Now talk.
Testing.
Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah.
You can't leave
Yeah.
these people
Put it
alone
by-
for 5 fucking
It
seconds.
just was unplugged. Yeah.
Am I the only person who has to say Hearst?
Hearst.
Don't say
I
first.
know it's probably so
There
bad.
are like 5 rules.
What I was.
1, bodies are not left in overnight.
Okay.
2, it's pronounced hearse, not hearse.
There's no T in it.
There ain't no T
well,
in
it is if you're shifting.
I was going to say, what if it was,
You could have a hearse in your hearse.
Hey, Phil.
Yes.
could you rent it from Hertz?
You could rent your Hertz I'm sorry, you could rent your hearse from Hertz with your Hertz transmission, I suppose. And if you hit your head when you get in, it hurts.
That's easy for you to say.
Hey, Phil, did
I
you
hurt my
violate
head on
number
my
one
Hertz
anyway?
Hertz with my Hertz
You violated
shipper.
number one.
What?
Because you turned yours into a camper.
Mine is now a sleeper.
Right.
Right.
So now
Mine is
the
now a
body
sleeper.
stays in
The
overnight.
body does stay in.
So there's
one of the
number
best
one.
night's sleeps I've had in my life.
Like
the other night.
So that's one of the things that I don't like all the giga. I like the mint condition, plain Jane. I don't need a skeleton in the passenger seat. I want them sitting there like they're ready to pick up a body, like they rolled out of the crematorium.
So, John,
To the
what you
crematorium.
are called is you're called a pro car guy.
Okay.
So a pro car guy are the professional cars.
Yes.
When you go to a pro car show, that's ambulances, that's, limousines, that's hearses, that's all the stuff in the industry, but they want their cars to look like they just came off the job.
Clean.
Clean as a whistle. They do not cotton to your fancy skeletons.
I don't like dead baby zombies in the back.
They don't cotton to your baby zombies.
No,
They don't,
no cosplay.
yeah, that's
not so much.
And so when you're going to a pro car show, they're judging the car and they're giving points away for how authentic it is.
Yes.
When you go to a hearse rally, a hearse convention like this one, then it's everything goes. It's the creepier the better.
I also like white ones.
Yeah.
There's lots of black hearse, there's lots of silver, but I like the white ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
very
feel
nice,
like
John.
a 59 white Cadillac hearse can take me to heaven.
Well, that one that we saw there, Frank's hearse, 59
hands down,
Caddy.
That's
Yep.
my favorite.
Eldorado. I'm not Eldorado, sorry. 59 Cadillac beer Ritz package. Like, it's the nicest way you can buy any Cadillac, yet it happens to be for hauling dead bodies around.
And they didn't. I mean, did Cadillac? I mean, is it a sedan DeVille with a
No,
turned
it
into?
would probably be.
They've actually made station
Coupe
wagons.
DeVille converted into, a hearse.
Well,
Yeah.
two door, but Coupe DeVille.
Usually 4-door chassis, longest wheelbase you can possibly get.
I thought a sedan is 4 doors.
Sedan's 4 doors.
Coupe would be 2.
No, Coupe's 2 doors. Yeah.
So it'd be a sedan DeVille turned into a hearse.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I mean, hey,
But who knows?
Call Superior,
Right.
Right. So, those guys. We did run into some very much people that are purists there, which is super cool. But it's also fun because they do like a Pinewood Derby competition. So they have little hearses on the Pinewood Derby track, which is super cool.
You're missing a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
So you get all the hot rod shows, people turn like VW fenders into mini bikes.
Yes.
You should make a mini bike eyeball. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something kind of morbid like that. Like,
Well, there
rolling
are
around.
several
yeah.
casket go-karts running around.
Okay.
And there's
all
a
right.
whole bicycle, like
Yeah.
all the guys bring,
Creepy bicycles.
creepy, ghouly high bicycles.
Does
and stuff.
anybody get into like the Munsters cars or like hot rods?
Well, so 2 years ago, Butch Patrick,
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Munster, was there with the Addams Family coach and with Dragula.
Oh,
So
sick.
he has 2 replicas of those cars that he travels around with, goes to
Nice.
car shows and stuff like that. And he was there and he was giving people rides in the Munsters coach because it holds a lot of people.
Oh, shit.
And so he had, you could sit up in the way high part in the back, like your grandpa,
Yeah.
and rip around as they
That's
were giving
cool.
people rides around the fairgrounds. So it is a fun thing. If you're into weird, creepy cars, and plus the vending, I bought a fucking hat. Damn, I bought a hat. I bought the hell out of a hat. I mean, I bought the fuck out of a hat. And
at first I was like, what the fuck is up with what oh my gosh. And then
It's got these
but
giant-
then you really look at it and I'm like,
It's got these giant
that's
boobies
a
in the
hat.
front.
it's a hat.
That's
a
a
lot
what kind of
fucking
hat is this hat?
I bought a hat. I bought a goddamn
Do you
hat.
have a picture of this hat?
I'll find a picture of my goddamn
I
hat.
can't wait to see
Yeah.
this hat.
Yeah, I'll find a picture of the goddamn hat.
But
it's-
I actually liked a lot of the vending. I mean, the haunted garage sale was pretty cool and all, but there were a lot of vendors. First of all, there was hundreds of vendors at that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just like all the type of stuff that you could have bought at any Halloween store. It was a lot of Halloween stuff. This stuff was actually like some really cool, rad, like really good T-shirts and jewelry and stuff like that. Is said hat fuckable?
Every hat's fuckable.
If you're brave enough.
Well, that's the whole point. Is like
Step on up and find out.
But then too, I mean, and everybody was.
Don't be a puss bag behind your keyboard.
What were the bears? The
I think
guys.
he's talking about Phil's hat.
That was probably my favorite. They had
Trader Bears. So Trader Bears,
Yeah.
they're a couple of dudes, and they have a like 6 10x10s stapled together, and they have got 4,000 items, and there ain't a single one that's not creepy. Like everything they brought is legit. Oh yeah, that's fun. right?
But the T-shirt, I mean, the stuff they had, if you were out in public in it, people would be like, "That's pretty cool. That's like a really good stuff."
They really, and I got to say, that's one of those things is the quality of the stuff that was there. The hat that I bought, we're talking about a hat.
I could kick myself in the ass for not buying a twisted off baby foot. That the real, the legit realistic that one stand that just had body parts.
The body part selection was so realistic.
I could have bought a baby foot for like $5.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
There's only one body part I'd be interested in buying, and they already sell it. It's called a fleshlight.
Yeah, these could have easily gone that way, but it felt like a baby foot.
What, you don't want a vajankle?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, that might be good for the collection.
I don't need two.
The Sleepy, if you want to go ahead and throw this picture up, this is a hat I bought.
do. I can't wait.
I did. Okay.
Oh yeah,
you did buy the
It's a
sorting
Huffle
hat.
Snuffle hat or whatever.
Yeah, so it's definitely a sorting hat gone weird.
Extra creepy.
It's super extra creepy. It weighs about 7 pounds. John and I figured there's 5 or 6 hours of labor into that.
Yeah.
And it's not messing around. It is a serious hat. But usually, I mean, my head size, I tend to run like a medium. Like I'm not the biggest head in the world, like about a 7 1/8, right?
Yeah.
And so when we saw the hat in the booth, and this lady had arts and crafts that she makes, right? Mm-hmm. And she had a lot of stuff that she makes with her own hands, but this was the pride of place. This was clearly right.
I'm 100% certain that is a one of a kind.
Oh, I know that is a one of a kind because
I'm not certain that she didn't grow it.
I gotta ask Phil, what does a hat like that set one back?
$52.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even haggle. I didn't even negotiate.
When a man wears a hat like that,
Yeah, it's a great big horrible hat with a great big horrible curse.
I just there was a moment where I'm like, he's on a buying spree here. He's just like, grab this, grab that.
I try to support the vendors because they're without them selling stuff, they don't want to come back, right?
I didn't want to wear my Rot Wheel T-shirt because I hadn't had a chance to wash it, and I just I like to wash a T-shirt before.
I'm wearing my. There's a group called Dead Sled Brand, our friend Nick's. Mm-hmm. So Rob Nixon. He does Dead Sled Brand. And if you look up Dead Sled Brand, he's got a lot of really cool merchandise. He's the guy who leans into like taking products that you kind of know. This is the Spirit Halloween logo. And since Spirit Halloween is like known for just like ripping off everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they just have the Laura Loomer mask, right?
Yes.
So since Spirit Halloween store is just kind of the rip-off kings, Nick's just ripped off them. So he ripped off their logo and made it into the Hearst Drivers Union shirt this year. So our Spirit Halloween logo is now the Hearst Drivers Union. And I'm like, that's brilliant. I approve of that. When you're ripping off the people that rip off people, that's fucking cool. So yeah, it was a good time.
So are there like contests for like the most dead person or like
no? What they do is they have costume contests for the kids and adults. They give away all kinds of prizes. So they have if you show up in costume, you can do it.
When Peggy called me over, she was like, "You got to come over here now." I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming over now."
I thought you were in trouble.
I felt like we were gone maybe a little too long.
Scooby-Doo demasking.
We were gone a long time.
But seriously, when I where we were sitting, like literally, when I came walking over, there were 100 people under our pop-up. Like,
oh wow!
Because the costume show there was like a line of people, and but like by the time you walked back over, everybody was gone.
Yeah, they cleared out. Yeah.
But for a minute, like Peggy was like, I think I was about ready to have a panic attack. Like all these people just started showing up.
Oh really?
And they were like all standing around me. I'm like, what is going on?
It's a great event, and it is just one of those things where, the whole idea of subcultures. We've said it many times, but it'll never get weird enough for me. It won't ever get weird enough for me.
I super enjoyed driving the Sport Hearst. The Volvo V70 Hearst was like, that was a great car to drive. I'm like, and it had 30,000 miles on it. So
I mean, that's fun.
Do they have a Hearst that you can fit a motorcycle into?
No, and so there is.
Damn, that would be the perfect track.
Well, there is.
I have a life goal.
There's the one. So some of the Hearses have a really high top.
Right.
Like I showed Peggy the one. I'm like,
in case you're wondering, go ahead and throw this up. This is one of the guys that we met over here. This guy's a fire juggler, and he's really really nice guy, really super cool guy. But so he was bullshitting with us for about half an hour, 45 minutes talking about the cars and stuff. And then he disappeared.
He's like, I'm going to go do my face paint.
So he came back and he's like, hey man, I need you to help get me into my rig. And his rig, that mask on his face actually has a lock on the back of it. And he goes, I can't reach it. I can't seem to get the lock locked up. So I was like, I'll help you out. Go right ahead. And that's one of those moments where like, okay, we're sitting behind a couple of hearses in a fairgrounds in Fowlersville, Michigan, and a 45-year-old man who juggles fire and eats fucking razor blades just came up in a clown suit and said, "Help me get my gear together." And you're like, "Yep, that's how we do
Feels
it."
like you think this is the first time I've locked a mask.
Oh no,
onto a
Phil!
dude.
Phil was like comparing notes on blockhead acts and stuff.
Of me wearing a Nazi uniform, doing up the zipper on Eeyore. And I'm literally in front of him as though it's, okay.
This is the Mark II mask, right? Not the Mark I?
Yeah, exactly.
There's your problem.
Yeah. So, we do fun stuff. Yeah, that was fun. But anyway, on to other things. So it was fun. We had a good time at the Hearst Fest. How was the Janus rally? I mean, come on, dude. Tell us. You're holding back.
You didn't want to mention downtown Brighton and.
Oh, fuck that. You're right. Holy shit. Okay, so I didn't know this, but there's a TV show called The Gilmore Girls. And apparently it was on for a while.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. So there's in the show, the show takes place in this little town. And they have recreated this town by renaming the coffee shops and the restaurants in Brighton, Michigan. And they have the Gilmore Girls Fest. And there were 60,000 people in this very small town.
We roll into town, and then the next thing you know, like, holy shit, this place is packed. And then we're like, oh, great. Try to find a place to park a hearse.
Right. Hearses are not short, in case you haven't met a hearse lately.
I was
They're real
fortunate.
fucking long.
Plus, isn't like the Gilmore Girls like a sorority type girls show or something?
Yes, it's
so
all
like
that.
I don't think that meshes well, right? like, hey, Fluffy, you want to ride in the hearse?
It's
like,
a private girls' school show. Like
that's what I mean. Like, I don't think that whole thing even meshes.
But that wasn't the plan. Like, at no point did anybody say, "Oh, we're going to do the hearse thing in conjunction with that."
Right.
We were hungry, looking for a meal, and 20 minutes away was a great restaurant, but we didn't know Brighton. There were no other hearses at this particular restaurant.
I don't know how you work the magic of getting us a table, because there were lines around the block for every other place, and it feels like I got a table up here, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, I got real fucking lucky. I walked in the door just as the service staff was like, "Okay, we're just going to go in the back and eat at Pistol." Right? Because they were just like, "This is ridiculous. This is out of control." And I was like, "I don't know how you guys are doing it." And she was like, "Do you need a table?" I said, "For 3, but I'm willing to sit outside." And she was like, "Good, great, because that's all we have." And I said, "Point to it." And was like, boom, I walked up and I got sat. Meanwhile, there's an 8-top that's never going to get a table in this fucking lifetime. And there's a 6-top that's never going to get a table in this lifetime. Here's a tip from your Uncle Phil. If you got an 8-top, that's 2 4-tops. 4-tops get seated real quick. If you got a 6-top, that's 2 3-tops. They get seated real quick. Get over yourselves. You can sit away from each other for a fucking hour and a half.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
Your life will go on. Waiting for an 8-top in a shit show like that? Ain't gonna happen.
But here's a bigger takeaway. If you're a younger listener to this podcast right now, what are the date of this? Because if you're a fairly good looking dude and you need to go to this town,
it was nothing but ladies.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
were
You
all
have a
dressed
pretty-
up like Gilmore Girls.
That's my point.
If you had a Gilmore Girl fetish,
dude, if you were a fairly good looking young man, you could stroll into that town and probably do pretty well for
Wait till
yourself.
you hear
I
about
would
Sex
say.
in the City Fest.
That'll go out of my way for.
I'm going to the Golden Girls Fest.
Well, that was a sideline of the Hearst Fest. You know, they showed up in the back.
So funny. Oh man, yeah, it was crazy. Like I had to park the Mercedes hearses, a 4-door Mercedes with an extra 6 feet added to it.
Oh yeah,
right. So it's stupid long. So I literally parked that next to a construction dumpster.
It worked out perfect.
And we were like 2 blocks away, and it worked out great. And I get out of the thing because I'm like, he's driving the Volvo. The Volvo is slightly longer than a regular Volvo.
No, it was easy.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, he can figure it out. I walk away, and this blasted lady comes out of her front yard drinking party, right? And she comes up and she goes, "Why are you driving that?" And I said, "'Cause it's fucking cool."
yeah.
And I was like,
I'm an Uber driver.
it was like,
Say, lady, I'm your Uber.
I'm here to pick you up.
again, these are great lines, guys. I wish I would have had them at the time.
You should have gone. What time is it? Should have been like 10 o'clock. You're like, I'll see you at 11.
Shit, I'm early.
You smell like somebody died.
Yeah. Your neighbor called. I'm looking for the body. Sleepy, you can throw this up if you want to just give the folks at home a taste of what we're talking about here. So that's my driveway before we rolled out. The short one is the Volvo V70. And then the
That
long
one's
one,
mine.
And the long one is the Mercedes 280. Yep.
That is a huge car.
It is a very long fucking car, dude. Yeah, we're not.
Try bebopping that through a crowded town of 60,000 people.
Yeah, it was not easy. Yeah. You're aiming your corners. You're late apexing on this thing.
That's so unfair to like somebody when it's oncoming too, because you're like, look at this sweet fucking Mercedes, man. I want to. Oh,
and it just keeps going and going and going and going.
So do you get free Easy Go or Easy Pass?
No, we got. We had to deal with that. Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe purple flags get us a little further.
You probably never get pulled over though.
Well, I mean. Again, what John's saying is keep your shit looking clean. Like, don't get freaky deaky with it.
Yeah.
Because these cars could be working cars for all anybody knows.
Yeah.
And the last thing anybody wants to do is be like, hey, you were 5 over the speed limit. And be like, hey, was this stop really necessary? Because, the guy in the back doesn't appreciate
That's
this
impossible, officer. Obviously, I'm not in a hurry.
It's totally the Cannonball Run ambulance situation. But I think the purple magnetic flags are the way to go.
Oh my god, dude, that could be. You could go for the record, the cross country, fill the whole back of that fucker with a gas tank. You never have to stop, dude.
I mean, the Volvo got 28.5 miles to the gallon.
The Volvo did great. Actually, they both did better than I thought. Because the Volvo pulled to 28.5, and the Merc pulled like 23. Yeah, they both did better than I thought they were going to do. We weren't blasting.
Somebody was giving the Merc the beans every time he got on the highway.
I did enjoy. I honestly will tell you that Merc, when you stab it, it goes. And considering all the extra tonnage it's hauling around. It's pretty fun that when you stab that thing, it just, whoa, let's go.
I was driving the Volvo like it had a timing belt.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is it came from Japan, which means the timing belt's been changed 4 times now.
Right. Their whole thing is they're so religious about the timing belt services. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun though. It was a really, really good time, and I'm glad you went along with me because it was super. It made the event a lot more fun.
That was our best anniversary trip yet.
Was that your 20th anniversary?
Yes.
Your 20th anniversary. So go to the Hearst Fest.
Your 20th anniversary.
Stick with me, babe.
Dead.
You'll go places.
Right. 20th anniversary is something dead.
I think Margaret thoroughly enjoyed herself, though, too.
She had a good time. Yeah, so that's good. I had super fun. And one of the things was I had to get the thing ready. So I was under a time crunch because I had to pull all the rollers and everything out. So if you look in the back of a hearse, it's not just the casket. There's wheels and shit to move the casket around. And so I had to rip all that out and get it converted over into a bed, to a sleeping area. So I pulled all that out like 3 days before the event. It was over 800 pounds of stainless steel. Wow. It was astonishing how much weight I pulled out of that vehicle. And it was built like a shit brick house. Like, they're not messing around. They want those to last a long time. So I got to pull it all out, got down to the subfloor, cleaned everything out. There was a mysterious smell that when I got it, there was a kind of a weird smell that was in the car.
I think most of the smell in my car was from...
Your smell's fluid film.
Fluid film.
Yeah, it's been living in the garage. It lives in the garage where we do fluid film.
Yeah.
And the windows are open.
The funny part is both of them smelled like dead material.
It was a lot better after sitting with the windows and the doors open
all day long in the sun.
Yeah.
Sun's the greatest disinfectant.
So for those checking in, the show notes are literally suggestions.
No, we're good.
I know.
Yeah, we'll get there. If you're angry, we haven't gotten the show notes.
Somebody up on them. Somebody asked about that earlier. They were like, well, do they stick to the show notes?
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we do. Now shut the fuck up.
Mostly.
Right. It's our show. Right. Yeah. We'll stick to the show notes. Sure.
Go fuck Phil's hat.
Exactly.
Hey, I think that hat'll fuck you.
Quite handily, too.
Yeah, it's an angry hat. It's a very angry hat.
Is that one size fucks all?
That was when I walked up to it. I told John, I was like, if that hat fits my head, I'm buying it. Because I was like, there's no way in hell that hat's going to fit my head.
So did it yell therapy when you put it on?
The second, and I was wearing it around the show, like from the second I bought it, that was what I wore. So I was wearing it. The kids were coming up, and I was just pointing at kids going, Slytherin. And the kids were like, oh, yeah, Slytherin, that's cool. I was like, oh, great.
Insider trading.
Yes, exactly.
Not Slytherin. Not Hufflepuff.
No.
Fuck your hat.
Me and Matt have become your pit
special
team.
needs school.
Oh, now we have to have a button where you push it and it actually has like the 5 phrases, like you can get the programmed.
I can just say them.
Well, that's true. You can just push Phil's belly button.
I can literally just say
phrases.
the words, and I can say them in a creepy fashion.
Moto Hop and Moto Stories are going to be your pit crew. We're going to do it. He suggested a casket-shaped auxiliary tank in the back to do the coast to coast. Then we can run spots with radar. Have some radios.
Yeah. That's a very good idea.
And he can be sponsored by Shanky's Whip.
And we can be. What could possibly go wrong?
Why is
One tank of gas, one tank of Shanky's whip.
Why does your hearse have a Shanky's whip logo across the hood?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that is the thing about the hearses. They usually have the name of the funeral home in the back window and stuff. So, yeah, you could lean into that a little bit. Yeah.
We can whip them to death.
We can whip the hell out of it.
I would drive that Volvo cross country, no problem.
That Volvo, it was, and you know what's funny is the speedometer kicked out. Well, it kicked off on me the next day when I went to Costco in it.
It like glitches when you start
glitched. And so I turned it off and turned it back on. It was fine.
Yeah,
but it is the VSS. I looked it up, and it is the vehicle speed sensor. So it's throwing a code for it. So it's no big deal. So
motorcycles,
Which is why you've tuned in.
Marriage. That's what brings us. All right.
boobies.
So Smith went to the
So
Janus.
Smith, tell us about the Janus Rally.
So I got on the road Thursday morning.
This stuff's too good.
Rode out Route 6 at speed with everybody else is going at the same speed. And, of course, I see in my rearview mirror.
Wait, will the Janus go that fast?
I did not take the Janus.
What?
Yeah, we covered this last week a little bit because we had a certain person call into our show last week, and he told us about his interaction with law enforcement.
Yeah.
And my question is, how'd you get the fucking cop to take your picture in such a genteel sort of style? Like, look at us, we're having fun. I got a picture. So much so that when I heard you got a ticket, I was like, no, that's bullshit, because nobody gets a ticket and waits around for a very convivial photo, you know? But you did.
Unless you're Smith.
Unless you're Chris Smith.
Yeah. So I got the 1400.
Yeah.
And I'm cooking along, at 62 miles an hour or whatever, and the lights appear, and he says, how fast you going? I said, I don't know, 70. He says, it's 55 out here. I got you at 68.
Yeah.
I said, okay, fuck it. What am I going to do?
The correct answer is, I guess you're going to tell me.
Which he did.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
He said, so wait right here.
Right. Why are you trying to make me lie?
Did you offer him a sip of Shanky's whip?
Right.
I did not let him know it was on board.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to reveal that. But you know what? It's a great run, and I got to tell you that California runs like a fucking top boy.
Yeah. Well, it's
got
good bones.
I'm sitting there, catching up with traffic. Apparently, I'm going too fast.
I guess.
But you don't even feel how fast the bike is going. Yeah. That you've carried those for years.
Yeah.
And it's just a fucking fantastic
I've
bike.
logged a lot of miles on that 1400,
Jesus
and it is
Christ.
a very, very happy motor.
Yeah.
And when you're in sixth gear, it's turning like 2,900 RPM.
Yeah.
So it might as well be a diesel.
Yeah. You just whistle along,
Yeah.
and before you look down at the speedometer, it's like, oh Jesus!
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was always over 100 miles an hour on that bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rode out there, checked in Goshen, and it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they awarded me a VIP ticket, which I can't say that I deserved because I'm not a VIP, but it told me that okay, I need to run over there and
They awarded you a VIP ticket.
Well, they had a random drawing.
Okay.
And 3 other people won, but were not on their podcast. And so by the time they pulled the 17th one,
they were like, let's get the podcast guy in here. I thought it was a pants off dance off.
Yeah. Well, I would have lost that one too. But so you know what? There had to be over 100 different Jani showing up at the rally. A lot of people trailered in or whatever. But I can't. I got to say there was not a guy there that was less than like 60 years old. Everybody was aged, 30 to 40. They were hot rod bikers and stuff like. No, I'm bullshitting you guys. Come on. But
there were no hipster doofy on.
So you've seen the movie Bike Riders. It was literally that.
Yeah.
They were busting beer bottles and they were having, huge knife
chicks.
fights.
There was a lot of chicks.
Chicks. A lot of chicks.
Yeah.
Some of them had their teeth in.
Not many. But you know what? They do a good job. And I'm going to talk to all you guys later because they want to ask us what they need to do to upgrade their rally for 2026. So,
Yeah, and I think everybody that's sitting at this table has been personally involved in a lot of fucking rallies.
and
And
they
setting up
want
and running
they
a
want
lot of
help.
rallies.
And both of those fucking and rallies.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The captain is available for I'm sure for rallies.
What would you know about that?
Not much lately, sorry.
Oh,
So my first question, of course, if we're going to help spice this up a little bit, what did you think of the quality of the strip club they took you to?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
They went to the Claremont.
We're gonna establish some standards.
No, there's not as far as I know.
Right.
Next question.
Next question. So how many bikes do you think were in attendance?
I would say there's close to 100.
Okay. Yeah, pretty good showing.
Wouldn't that be about half of the Januses in existence?
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they do $12.50 a year.
Yeah.
Oh, did they do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I stand totally
Yeah,
corrected.
there are-
Sorry, I thought there was a.
There are the little pedestrian slicer on the front of the fender usually has the serial number, the manufacturing number of the bike on it. Like Chris, what's yours?
367.
367, right? And so he had the 367th Halcyon.
Now they're like at
Production.
2,600.
Yeah.
In my video, it was at like 2,663 or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So they did a reveal of their was it the Griffin, which is kind of
Griffin.
an off-road unit 450.
The Griffin 450, which
So-
our gentleman who came to pick up his two Vespas today does have a Griffin 450.
So good for them trying to fill that market. Steve, you've been over there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how big the production plant is, which
not
is
huge.
not real damn big.
No.
It's maybe filled. It may be twice the size of your showroom there on Lorraine.
Oh,
Road.
really?
Yeah, yeah, and
To me, the thing that took away from it all is just that it's such a throwback to old school manufacturing where it's like the people in the town all are doing things for people in town.
That's great.
And that I just thought that was really
That's
cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really cool.
And Janice and everybody over there has invited the Cleveland Moto podcast to come to Goshen to review their 450
Yeah.
new unit. So
I'm
if anybody wants to roll over there, we'll get that put together, and you guys can rip and tear on the bikes, and then give them a review, an honest review, because you guys
I'm in.
know bikes.
Next
you know
week,
what I mean?
Let's go next week. I'm in. Let's do it.
Next week is good.
All right.
So the Griffin 450 is like a scrambler off-road bike.
I'll go ahead and pull a picture up for the kids at home.
Yes, it is.
Do they have a place where that can be scrambled
Scrambled?
off-road?
They say yes.
A place where you can
yeah.
scrambler it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and pull this up so the folks at home can see it. Give me a moment.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Sorry. All right. There it is.
Yeah. So there you go.
I'll scramble that.
So that's the idea. And it's this idea of a more archaic type of a dirt bike or an archaic type of a scrambler bike. So I'm very much, I think it's a cool thing. So
Does anyone else the stance there see like a Rokon kind of thing?
there's
It's
definitely
it's kind of high. And
when you throw
flat
that.
and
When you throw that Earl style, and I'm going to call it Earl style, guys. You can fucking techno me down the rabbit hole if you want. I'm just going to call it an Earl style fork. I'm probably wrong, but I like the word, so fuck you.
So is that still a rigid?
That no.
You can see
450 is not.
You can see dual rear shocks.
But you know what? For my liking, I'd want the seat to be 5 inches longer and like a bread loaf.
Well,
we need
Sleepy,
some bread loaf.
I'm glad you brought that up because the particular picture that I chose is an artist's rendition, whereas this, on the other hand, is the actual unit.
Oh, grazie. That makes
there
it
you
better.
go.
Okay.
There we go.
Did we fix it?
Yes.
That's
for you.
better.
That's
Yeah,
better.
that's better.
Right.
I
That was artist representation. This is
You
the
might
actual
not
unit.
like that grab handle all the way back there. If you're standing up and you get back on it, that could tailbone you pretty hard.
Yeah. Is that going to be removable? Can you tell?
Other than that,
Well, you can see it's bolted on.
Okay,
So that
yeah,
luggage
yeah.
rack assembly, you can see there's a big old
Yeah,
bolt
that-
at the top of
that-
the shock tower.
That would be
Yep.
getting moved down.
if you're actually going to beat this thing a little bit, you probably want to pull that off.
Sure.
Through
Again,
an angle grinder, all things are possible.
Yeah. Would I beat it? No, I wouldn't beat it. I would take it on maybe, a light gravel
like a
next to the
trail.
railroad tracks. Yep. Yeah, that's the 250, not the 450. So,
Oh, yeah. You got to find the 450.
Okay, give me a second. Let me fire up my Google Foo here. Yeah.
I bet it wouldn't be too bad,
I
though.
don't think it'd be too bad. I mean,
I could take it down a dirty, muddy trail.
like, think about how much fun we've had on like 1970s bikes that like we got out of a junkyard with rusted forks. We're like, this is the best bike ever. You know, so I'm sure this is much better.
Throw that out.
All right, what do we got? Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, that looks better.
Yeah, I agree.
A little bark buster action.
Yeah. And it's,
that's
two
okay.
pipes is always better than one pipe. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh, I'd like to ride that.
Yeah, I think it's a cool looking bike. I think it's a really neat bike. Yeah, again, it gets an extra 14 cool points because it's made here.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
And the 450 segment right now is just red hot. Everybody's got a 450 or
Well,
400.
and I think that bike, I think that's the perfect size motor for that bike.
Yeah, except for the fact that everybody's going to walk up to you and they're going to want to fucking yuck your yum and they're going to say, "That's nice, way to go, trust fund."
Yeah, wow.
Right? You're going to break out you and your daddy's wallet to buy this. And that's why you don't see any 25-year-old guys riding these things. So Rob Higgins, the guy who's one of my customers at the shop, he's got one of these. So he's got the Halcyon 450. And he's a young fella, meaning he's not 56 years old. So he's some number smaller than 56. He's probably in his late 30s. But he does quite well for himself. So he awards himself with nice toys.
it's not-
He bought my Steve McQueen Triumph Scrambler. So for him, buying this Halcyon 450 wasn't going to keep his kids from eating.
But I mean, what are they, 13 or 14 grand, 15 grand for this
I don't
thing?
know. What are they, Chris?
Something like that?
I think they're between 11 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, the kids now are buying $40,000 sport bikes, so that's not the thing. But I just don't think it appeals to a 20-year-old.
No, it doesn't.
You know, how are they going to put a backpack on a bike like that?
It's, so the MSRP for the Janice Griffin 450 starts at $13,495 according to Google.
Okay. So, I mean, it's not
Would
cheap,
you put
but-
that up against the Himalaya?
Well, this is the whole thing.
I mean, because
I would hold my head high to ride down the street riding a Griffin 450. I would put a paper bag on my head to ride down the street riding a Himalaya 450. So that's me. Okay. I also don't like riding cruisers that aren't Harley Davidsons. I have a certain amount of fucking male vanity, right? So,
I didn't know you had standards.
well, it's not, it's just kind of like, okay, well, today I'm going to come over to the shop. Do I ride the Honda ADV 160 or do I ride the Chinese Fling Po Vento?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ride the ADV 160. It's a cooler bike. Why? Because I really don't want to ride the Chinese Fling Po, Vento or whatever the hell it is. So I just,
It holds no minion over you.
yeah, I just kind of like bikes that I like, right? And I want to enjoy it. And by the same token, if somebody comes up and goes, "Hey, man, for the money, you could have bought a Harley Nightster and had enough money left over for a month's worth of BJ's in the back alley
And the skulls.
and all the skulls we can put on it,
Yep.
right? And exhaustuses and what have you. Sure, great, but I don't want that.
Well,
That's not
the
a thing I'd like to have.
I just talked about that in the stupid video I did, but even with horsepower and specs and things, a lot of that doesn't matter either until you get on the bike.
Yeah,
There's some
absolutely.
bikes that spec wise, you look at it, you're like, huh. And then you get on it and you're like, this thing's fucking fun as hell. It's got character. Oh, the motor feels fun. So, you never know about that too.
I completely, to me, that is the experience that if somebody comes up and they are just jazzed as shit about their Suzuki Titan 500, which is a bike that I've never liked, but I've had people come up to me to swear it was the greatest two-stroke ever built. And I'm like, cool, man. That's awesome. Good for you. Right?
I have a possible Suzuki coming to me for free, and I have no idea what it is, but
A free Zuki?
I might have a free Zuki on the
Nice.
line.
That's pretty cool.
To be announced later.
Nice. Well, that's cool.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were doo-doo-doo-doo it. Sorry.
So what else was your other highlights of the Janice rally?
Well, they did a ride out to Bridgman, Michigan, to look at the dunes.
Oh yeah.
And so that was nice.
That is very cool.
There was, again, probably 80 bikes. First group was 40, second group was 40. I was running tail gunner on the second 40 and, pulling over and helping people out when they broke down and stuff like that with my massive mechanical skills.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And your massive saddlebags.
And Chris was like, would you like a water?
How wide is a Moto Guzzi 1400 Cali touring for Janice?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can put your bike in the back of my bike. Help you home.
Chris carried with him 26 quarts of oil.
Nice.
But we should have spent more time at the dunes, which are up there in Michigan, but that was not available. Everybody ran out.
Did anybody go for it and try to go up the dunes?
Negative, as far as I know.
Seems like a bad idea, but I'd want to give it a shot.
Grandma,
But I stopped at a brewery and they had a couple of beers and,
Imagine that.
and a sandwich, and I didn't want to let you guys down.
Right. That's
And
good.
then
Excellent.
I didn't have to stop for fuel as often as
Wait,
they
let's
did.
go back to the few beers. Will the bartender remember you?
I'm sure. Wait.
unfortunately, yes.
I'm sure Chris didn't speak with anybody when he was in there.
Not only that, but I got a couple phone numbers.
Oh, you did. Excellent. Yeah.
A good proctologist.
John, he didn't tell you
Psychotherapy.
you have to drive out 6 hours to go help a guy with his CT70.
Oh,
He
yeah.
promised.
Volunteered some help.
So we rolled back. So we get back on Friday afternoon, and we're at a dinner, a complete dinner, and everybody's sitting down. And unfortunately, I have an open seat next to me, and some guy sits down next to me, and he looks like the wrath of God. He's got a white beard and a bucket hat and a tank top and wacky shorts and whatever.
This is like, I was like, part of this guy is awesome.
So,
This sounds like Sleepy.
I
He
know.
looked like sleepy, but
So you can see why he was disappointed.
So I asked the guy, "Hey, what's your name?" He says, "Old School." I said, "Okay. Anything else?" "No. People call me Old School."
No
I
fool
said,
like an old fool.
Okay. And so then conversation, and this guy sits down at a table of 8 and immediately starts to take over the conversation, which I thought was a little rude. But
Chris didn't like the competition.
You're ruffling Chris's feathers. Don't interrupt.
well, and
He had
nobody,
to shuffle back through his cards. I have to start over now.
nobody's playing back at this guy. So I said,
You took it upon yourself.
well, so he says, so what's the name of your bike? I said, what do you mean? What's the name of your bike? I said, I got a Halcyon 350 or 367. He said, no, you got to name your bikes. I said, pal, I got 7 bikes. I don't name my fucking bikes. What are you talking about? You got to name your bikes. So that was about when things started to go off the rails. And I thought, all right, fuck this guy. So old school, if you're listening,
You said he was wearing a hat, right?
Go fuck your hat.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's like, Jesus Christ, settle down, pal. And so somebody asked him, what'd you do for a living? And he was a psychologist or psychiatrist
Oh, Jesus.
in a prison.
Yeah.
So he already had this fucking attitude before he even sat down.
Right.
And he sits down and I thought, all right, well,
This ain't the joint, dude. You don't have to. You don't have to.
yeah.
Smith can come off like an
Settle the
inmate
fuck
pretty
down.
quickly.
and then Chris Smith shanked him.
Feel like you're back at work. Stab, stab.
Come on, let's go.
He didn't
with
shank
with
him.
that Shanky's whip. Top. But,
Step.
Chris didn't say anything. He just got real quiet and started putting oranges in his tube socks.
Started sharpening his toothbrush.
It only goes one of two ways with Smith. It's either like you're hugging everybody when you're walking out the door, or you're like walking backwards out the door, like with your hands up, like, okay, guys, hold on a minute.
We're cool. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, good time.
so then the fire alarm went off.
What?
And the,
At the restaurant?
we're on the second floor of the theater having dinner.
Oh, okay. All right.
So everybody had to leave, and they said, "All right, well, we're gonna re."
That was probably Yami Noob.
I wouldn't doubt it. So we're gonna gather at the place where they're gonna have that evening, Friday night, an outdoor bonfire.
Oh, cool.
All right,
Sound of that.
I ride my bike over there, and I'm sitting around waiting for people to show up at the bonfire.
Did you burn your jockstrap?
And they've
It's
all
going to
gone.
start around 9:30 or so. Chris got there at 7.
And they've all gone to sleep because it's after 6.
I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes like you can't believe.
I can believe
And,
it.
and somebody says, "Well, no, we're not having the bonfire here. We're having it back in the woods."
Oh,
I
great.
said, "Okay, well, fuck this. I'm out of here." So
It is flea and tick season.
Yeah, exactly. So by 9:30, I was the hell out of there, heading back to the hotel. And by Saturday morning, it was pretty much okay. I've had about enough of this, and I came home.
Right on.
Chris goes hard.
Chris does go hard. Chris does go hard.
But let me tell you something. I checked with a pal of mine who was coming from East Cleveland to West Notre Dame, and he was going to the football game. I said, "How's the traffic out there?" He said, "It's a piece of shit." And so I thought, all right, let me get an early start. So by 11:45, I got on the California, got on the Turnpike, and whistled my way back. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That California
It just moves out.
fuck me.
And you got cruise control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just whistles along.
Yeah.
So it's got no tread on the rear tire. But,
Well, yeah, I was going to say we talked about that a month ago.
No, 5 months ago.
That whistling noise, did you have your zipper down?
Yeah. 3 or 4 zippers down.
Yeah, right.
Toot.
But,
So yeah, that's cool.
So
you had a good trip.
we need to talk about.
Yeah, you got to get some rubber on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Either you call your friend or I'll call my guy. So one or the other.
We're calling your guy. My guy's out of the business.
Okay, all right. So yeah, he's gave you the business. So on to the next topic.
Wait, I got a few more things to say.
Go ahead.
No, I'm teasing.
I was going to say, all right. That's cool.
Chris, that's the most you've talked in about 27.
Yeah, fix yourself a drink, kid.
Yeah.
Calm down, buddy.
Get up. Don't leave him hanging. So every once in a while, some motorcycling journalist actually comes up with a piece about motorcycle riding that isn't like who's got the best exhaust or who's got the best tires or whatever, but actually is about like making yourself a better fucking rider. And sometimes it involves going to a very expensive school. Sometimes it's reading a $20 book. Other times it's just your fucking frame of mind. And I love this idea. The Batman concept. And I don't know if you guys read this actual story.
I did.
But the idea behind it is so clever. And where I first thought they were going with this was when I ride motorcycles, my secret to survival is I pretend like I'm invisible. So if I'm invisible, then that means none of these cars can see me. So I have no expectations that they're going to do my thinking for me. My expectation is they just can't fucking see me. That I am completely stealthed out, that I'm completely invisible, and it's my job to stay out of their fucking killing zone, right? And if I stay out of the crash zone, if I stay out of the crumple zone, then you can't hurt me because I wasn't in the place you could get hurt. So it's my fault. It's my responsibility.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't.
That's exactly what it is. And that's this whole thing for me riding for years and years and years has been, I'm not trying to be telepathic. I'm trying to be situationally aware. I'm trying to say, these guys are all threats, right? All these dudes around me are threats. And I can maybe visualize that guy doing the worst possible thing. I can visualize that guy doing the worst possible thing. And she's on her phone and he's doing this or that. They're passing the kids from the back seat to the front seat. The dog's on their lap, whatever, right? But my point is, if I'm not within reach of your fucking car, you can't hit me. So I keep that distance. I keep that safe space, the bubble.
I've always called that, like I've talked about this in some of my videos, I call that a riding aggressively. And when I tell people I ride aggressively, I'm not like doing wheelies and trying to run people over. But the same thing, when I see a group of cars, I'm fucking out.
Strong defense.
I'm out and I find a hole.
Best defense is a good offense.
I call it clean air.
Clean air.
Clean air.
You literally want nothing in your impact zone.
Sleepy rides like a fly. He's moving like this so
You can't
much.
hit him.
You're not going to hit him.
Yeah, you can't hit him. And you know what? That motherfucker came out of nowhere. Yeah, he did. He came out of fucking nowhere.
I stay away from people though.
Right.
Like I like to get the fuck out. Like I don't want to be by cars.
So the Batman concept, though, isn't the Invisible Man concept, which is how I operate. The Batman concept is they said for young people, for people in this experiment, they said to young people, complete this task. But we want some of you to complete the task. And when you complete the task, or when you've been attempting to complete this task, after a certain period of time, we're going to give you a break and we're going to let you play these video games, which to young people, to children, is very fucking cool distraction from the task. But with a group of these kids, they said, imagine that you are Batman.
right? Imagine that you are something aspirational, that you are something that you look up to. And think about that for a second.
Hello from sunny New Zealand.
Hey, 2T dong? Well, there you
cool.
go. Yeah. Is that a 2-stroke dong?
It
Yes, it
is.
is.
Yeah.
There's a fucking Smalley with a fucking... There's a Smalley with a spare tire in the middle. Rad. So you think about that when you're putting on your gloves, you're putting on your jacket, you're putting on your helmet, you're putting on your gear. That's a Batman thing. You are literally armoring yourself. You are... No, I just picture Robin. Yeah.
In those tight little shorts. And
Now you're talking Batgirl.
Well, so now we've got this idea of gearing up for it, this idea of getting ready for it. And if you put yourself in the mindset where it's like, I'm out there doing something that is an adventure. I'm out there doing something that is life-threatening. I'm out there doing something that is not just getting in my fucking cage, slamming the door, turning on the radio.
And you're a
listening to
warrior for
NPR the whole way in.
justice. You're a warrior for justice.
Well, I'm a warrior for getting to my goddamn destination.
And the American way.
Right? Yeah.
and an orphan.
and billionaire philanthropist.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So this mindset has been proven to take these young people and keep them on task. So they would stay on task longer than the promised video game break. So they didn't leave the task to go play the video games. They completed the tasks because they put it in the kid's head. Okay, how would Batman do this? And the kid goes, well, I can tell you how Batman would do it. He'd fucking do it. Right? Right? He wouldn't do a third of it and then go play a video game. No, this kid, if you give the kid the aspirational thing, the hero target, the kid's going to perform better. And I feel it's the exact same way when I am riding a motorcycle, especially when I'm riding a motorcycle in a sketchy situation or when I have to zero in a little bit more, when I have to fine tune the focus.
How would Tom Pennington do it?
Okay, well, that could be a real fucking thing. Think about the amount of time that you've spent behind another person on a motorcycle. And think about the amount of time that you spent behind another person on the motorcycle where you're like, what the fuck is up with this guy? Right?
Yep.
What the fuck? Did he not just see that? Did he not just realize how close he cut into that curb? Did he not just realize that he cut those people off? Did he not just realize that he cut me off? And you're sitting back there in the back seat and you're watching the guy in front of you and you're like, God damn it. Right? Nothing makes you more aware of how bad we can be for ourselves than sometimes when you're on one of these big rides like a DGR ride or something like that, and you're like, I don't know how that guy didn't see that fucking hole. He just bounced his bike fucking 3 feet because he didn't see a pothole that there was a Chrysler in front, in the pothole.
I think that old guy, like when I was coming up on him, I think he just didn't realize a curb was there.
He just blew the curb.
Okay. Yeah. Had he been thinking he was Batman,
well,
right?
Okay.
He would have been leaning into it. He would have been in the moment. And we joke all the time. I know we say it at the shop all the time. Motorcycles are very unforgiving, but they keep you in the moment. We talk about this whole life about living in the moment. We talk about like, if you can meditate, you can do this. You don't want to live with your brain scattered to 16 different directions. You want to think about one thing and do one thing at a time. And anybody who does meditation, anybody who does yoga, they're telling you like, that's something you want to do.
That harkens back to something that they taught us in the police academy. Like when you're getting your uniform on and everything, you are becoming a different persona.
Yeah.
When you put all that stuff on, now, you're you when you're you, but when you put all that on, you want to get in. It's a role play. It's a thing. You're into that spirit.
Yeah. Dude, I think last week, I have to look back, but I posted it like a week ago. I left the podcast. It was like that in between, like it was perfect. It was like 62 degrees, 63 degrees. And I was riding all the way home and it was such a pleasant ride that I passed my house. The moon was out, everything. It was fucking beautiful. And like, you're right. Like I was smelling, like you could smell the crops. Like I could smell the corn growing and it smelled like fucking corn. And then the soybeans smelled like soy. It was just
You're in the moment.
in the fucking
Schnozberry
complete
smelled like
moment.
schnozberries.
No, but I got
lick the
home.
wallpaper.
But when you have those moments, you get back and you're like, "Fuck yeah, that's why I love
Yeah.
this shit." Like,
And it is.
because sometimes if you commute all the time, you forget that there is that aspect of it too. And
A
like,
million different things can be going through your mind besides what's going on right now, and it is beautiful when you can actually be in the moment like that.
yep, 100%.
And that's when you talk about happiness. Everything about happiness is all about being in the here and the now and being in the moment.
Sleepy, you mentioned after the DGR how happy I looked riding a bike.
Yeah.
Because for once, I didn't have to think about every tiny little thing on that bike breaking on me or ending up in a truck.
Being a mechanic can ruin the whole motorcycle experience because you have to analyze every little fucking thing that's going on with any particular bike you're riding.
It's ruined my foot. I rent a car and I'm in a rental car. Why does it fucking matter? And I'm like, I can feel that there's something wrong with this transmission.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Or the gas, but whatever. And like the whole time I'll focus on that and I'll completely be miserable because this car needs like a thing that's not my car.
Right, it's
And
not
I
your
don't
car.
give a fuck if it breaks. I'll call them and they'll bring me a new one.
Not your pig,
exactly.
not your farm.
Yeah, exactly. Tell my brain that. It's
Every
terrible.
time I ride an Uber, I tell the Uber, you want a tip? Fix that transmission.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we're getting a little bit away from the Batman concept. But the whole idea is just be aspirational. Picture yourself as a better version of yourself. Picture yourself as somebody who's going to have an adventure. Picture yourself as somebody who's going to be doing the very best job of riding, and truly don't be the guy that we talked about, making the dumb moves, not paying attention to stuff. His mind's elsewhere.
120 mile an hour wheelies into the back of a Ford pickup. Yeah.
Picture yourself in black underwear.
Yes, absolutely. All right, next story. Go ahead and throw this picture up, Sleepy.
Yep.
There you go. Well, that's kind of cool.
That's Janus getting some air.
No, it's a fucking Himalaya.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's a Himalaya. So it's a Himalaya, and that is an interesting thing. We've always joked about how the folks in India are finally getting revenge on the Brits after all those years of colonialism and imperialism.
Owning their motorcycle industry.
And they're saying, okay, well, if you want to buy a Royal Enfield, you got to buy it from us.
Oh.
And that's it. So the British Army's finally going back to Royal Enfields. So the Royal Enfield will be outfitting the British Army. I did check. I wanted to see what the volume was. 4,000, 5,000 motorcycles. No, it's like 40.
I was going to say.
It's like for a display team.
One for each base around the world.
They have like one Harrier
Around the
carrier.
empire.
Do they even have a carrier anymore? It's like one Harrier carrier they used in
Do
Argentina.
they
like
literally
37
do that
years
shit
ago?
with the guys standing each other's shoulders doing all the spread outs and things?
No, it's not. It's not the Cossacks. It's not that kind of a deal. But to the point about this, they are part of the recruiting. I don't know if you guys are familiar. If you're military people, you'll know that the worst part about being an E6 is sometimes they make you a recruiter, in which case you have to sell your soul. And then you have to lie to people to get them to join the military. You have to say things that are patently not true, like, no, you'll have plenty of money left over for a car.
What kept me from going in the Army was the recruiter telling me I could smoke weed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got you. You're
going to give you that. Right. Yeah. So that's the deal. I mean, you remember that the Royal Enfield did make the parachutable 125cc Flying Flea, right? And that was a thing that existed. And, they dropped those on D-Day. Super cool. Well, there are a couple of motorcycle competitions that, in the interest of recruiting, the British military will have a team there. And it's called, and by the way, I love the names of these two events: Exercise Mudmaster and Exercise Roadmaster. Mudmasters is a Roadmaster. Go ahead for Roadmaster. Mudmaster, we are having a problem here.
We have breaking news.
There's too much mud on our road.
This is the first ever sponsored Shanky's Whip Tanuki.
Oh, we have a
ladies and
Tanuki.
gentlemen. First ever Shanky's Whip Tanuki, son.
And I am drinking Shanky's Whip.
Hey, Smith, hand me your vomiting duck.
The vomiting ostrich.
Oh, that's what they're
The
calling
vomiting
it now.
ostrich.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Somebody
Yeah.
can hand you something you don't want.
You might. You definitely might want to get that. So
Go.
back to the story.
Yes, back to the story.
The machines will use for training and development exercises across the UK, with soldiers set to ride them in public events, including Exercise Mudmaster and Exercise Roadmaster and Exercise Thighmaster. both of which will test technical riding, navigation, and off-bike skills on challenging terrain. That's pretty cool.
Exercise Mudmaster. So they have an exercise based entirely in mud, like all their vehicles going through mud. Like
based on, if Sleepy wants to throw this picture up, based on this, I do see some dirty motorcycles here. So there's some dirty motorcycles. So I do think that there might be Exercise Mudmaster and there might be Exercise Roadmaster.
I like that they have like 1934 Army MX team.
Right.
Jackets.
That's to me, that's the funniest thing. There's like, that's right, boys. We're going to strap on the leather helmets. We're going to go out and see what these babies can do. We're going to teach the Kaiser a thing or two about riding motorcycles.
I love the videos, though, of like guys on pre-war Harleys doing jumps and stuff like that. With
absolutely. The hill climb videos are fucking crazy, man.
Again, anything can be an off-road motorcycle if you're brave enough or if somebody's shooting at you. Yeah, fair enough. I thought it was a good story. I thought it was a fun story. Again, it's mostly for marketing. It's mostly, Royal Enfield's getting some really cool marketing out of it. And it's giving the British military, which has had a recruitment problem, getting some, people, maybe younger people that might be interested in motorcycles.
And they didn't have to bother bringing manufacturing back to England.
Well, there's that. We'll get to that in story number 4. So I think it was last week where we talked about China's new CB500.
Right. Well, that came up last week. I posted in the chat about it, and that's the Zhangzhou or Huangzhou.
Oh, we can't pronounce it.
It's ZX.
It doesn't matter how you say it. It's not typed that way. It's not spelled that way.
Yeah, it's Zhangzhou 500, and yeah.
So we're happy to announce that, in fact, if you check your screen, you will see that there is, in fact, a Honda CB500. So there is a CB500 Super 4.
Which I think they had to launch in China earlier than expected because they got upstaged.
Because I literally said, holy shit, China beat Honda to the market with their own fucking bike.
Yeah. CB, little known fact, stands for China Bike.
I would have thought they would have wanted to debut that at EICMA, but instead they did SEMA. So it was China.
So was that the Honda or was that the Zhangzhou?
The Zhangzhou came out 2 weeks before the SEMA show.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. So it is a handsome bike. Todd Dietzel. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening back to you, Todd Dietzel. Thank you so very much. It's a good looking bike.
Well, it's got the
right moves.
It's got the Baltimore colors.
Put it back up,
please.
Got
the 4-into-1 pipe.
Yeah.
What's that here? I'll throw up a picture that we can all appreciate. What's the Johnny Mac cam?
That's what he wanted.
The Dan pouring his drink cam.
All right.
You got the picture?
Give me. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, you can go ahead and throw it.
All right. I think
Danny boy.
There you go. So there it is.
That's a good looking bike.
It's a good looking bike.
Those pipes.
The pipes. I like the pipes, baby. The pipes are calling.
It does look like the Hornet. Like that might as well just be
it really does, man. It reminds me of Nick's little 400 he had too, the Suzuki.
Right.
The Bandit 400.
My 599 looked exactly like that. Like the pipes are different.
It's got good bones.
Yeah.
It's got real good bones.
Now, is that an actual metal tank or was that a plastic tank?
I don't know. I can't. It looks metal to me because you wouldn't bother putting the fake ass seam on a plastic tank.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna build a plastic tank, you don't put the dumbass seam on it.
Now this is equipped with the E-clutch.
This can be bought either way. So this can be bought with a shifty or an E-clutchy.
But the E-clutch on this one is on the left hand, not the right hand side.
That is correct. Yep. So the E-clutch is on the other side. So yeah, this is an E-clutch equipped bike. And it does, and you can get it either way. So
it is supposedly coming to America. I don't know when.
We hear that a lot around here. And usually I say that it'll come to America when I actually see it.
I'm so happy, though, that a Chinese company came out with beat them to the punch because they've dangled this cocksucker out there for so fucking long.
15 years.
Yeah.
For 15 years, they've been teasing us with this Super 4, the CB500 Super 4. And they did. They dangled it out there so long that the Chinese actually took a look at all their prototype drawings and went, we'll just fucking build it. Right?
And I bet you, man, with the tune and stuff, that would be a fun motorcycle because it's going to be lightweight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Now, by the way, they're advertising this at 80 PS.
I was going to say,
which in normal American units is going to be around 80 horsepower. So
and Honda really restricts their shit.
Yes,
like guys are getting on the CBR 1000 RRs and stuff. They're adding 25 to 30 horsepower just with tunes and exhausts. And stuff, so like, I bet you this would be a fun little bike, man.
Right, and that's 80 80 PS is 78, 79 horsepower. So you're good to go.
That's not bad.
No,
man.
it's great for a little 500, a little 4-speed or a 4-cylinder 500. I think that's totally fucking
And
great.
I bet you it's going to be agile.
It's going to be a cool little bike anyway,
Yeah.
slice it. So, and then the real problem is going to be like, okay, who's going to be the guy who's going to be like, hey, I just bought the Zhang Zhao, the Chibi 500 Super 4.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's going to be like, oh, well, I got the actual Honda CB 500 Super 4. And then we can actually kind of see which one hangs around the longest.
Oh, the shootout videos.
The shootout video
like
is going to be
4
awesome.
seconds on that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I like that idea. That's something I can get behind. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So if you listen to this podcast, you'll know that we have generally said Norton motorcycles as being like the motorcycles built in a castle where people's retirement funds go to die. Okay, and that was 5 years ago when the company imploded. And the company imploded and took a lot of people's retirement savings with them because the British government saw it was a British company and saw fit to invest British taxpayers' retirement funds in a British company. And it turns out the guy was a piece of shit. And so, when Stuart Garner says we're going to make these motorcycles, but I have to buy a castle first. Yeah, that's a hint and a half for your ass right there. You've been warned, right? When somebody tells you what they're going to do, fucking listen to them, okay? Yeah, I'll build the motorcycles, but first I need a castle. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, you're not going to build any motorcycles. And it was a pretty bad thing. But it's back, friends. And it's back with with a big bag of money and a bunch of motorcycles and some pretty cool shit. I wonder what could rescue them. What do you think it was that saved this great piece of English history?
Bajaj.
Tom, in the cheap seats. Thank you, sir. TVS. TVS. The fine folks in India. That's right. The fine folks in India did what the British couldn't do. They saved Norton. They brought Norton back from the grave. I have to say, they did it right. I am a fan of this motorcycle. This motorcycle looks like awesome. It looks like a motorcycle I'd be very happy to ride.
Was that the 961?
This is the 961. Ooh. It's a good looking bike, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, that is what they looked like before, but now they're actually being manufactured instead of paying for a castle.
Yeah.
Wow. That they really haven't changed the design. That looks like the last iteration Norton that I saw.
And here we go. Very spokey front wheels.
And we're gonna go ahead and just pull this one up for us.
All right.
So I think this is a much better image of the bike. So
it's like somebody took the Ducati Sport Classic and said, let's just not make a one-off. Let's just keep making it.
It's a fucking beautiful bike.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they got it right. I think they absolutely got it right. Even the engine cases with the dopey
look, it doesn't have clip-ons, so it might actually be rideable.
Yeah.
For long, if you want to go to the track,
I think it's a gorgeous bike.
Fine, but I think it's really nice.
Bike.
I love the spoke count too.
Me too.
It just looks proper.
It does. It does not look like a thrown together bike. It looks like it's got all the right stuff.
Are those Olin or what's the suspension?
Looks very Olin-y to me. I mean, it certainly has Brembos. Yeah, that's an Olin's on the back. Yeah. I recognize that shock. So yeah, super cool. Yeah, really, really dig that thing. But well done. And I got to say, for a long time we talked about, damn, why can't they get their shit together? It's really something. So TVS is now India's third largest motorcycle maker and the world's fourth biggest by volume. Now, wait, hold on. Wait a second. You just told me it's the world's fourth biggest by volume. Wait, so that means, I can name Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha.
I think Yamaha outsells Suzuki, no?
I think Hero outsells all of them.
That's the point.
Oh, yeah.
That's the point. Right? It might be a bigger number. It might be among people that you're not thinking of.
Right.
And we had a podcast where we talked about that. The number one motorcycle manufacturer on the planet was not Honda. It was Hero. Right. So that's a really interesting thing. Having, as they say in this article, giving Norton a hugely capable parent. Yeah. If you've got the right people paying the bills, you're probably going to get made.
But that's not the only model they're going to sell.
No, not at all.
Well, that's the funny part is that's the only model they have to sell.
Well, I agree.
They don't have to build any other bikes.
They don't. And the V4.
Oh, they're bringing back the High Rider.
Well, they had a 450.
Well, I think that the intention of this, again, they're saying that they're going to do a 185 horsepower, 1200 cc V4.
Jesus.
Okay. So that's going to get people's attention any way you do it.
That's going to sound insane.
It is going to sound insane. Yeah, it's going to sound insane. There's going to be no doubt about it. It's going to be a very, very, you can throw that picture up if you'd like to, Sleepy. Yeah. Yeah, that's just, I mean, this is a gorgeous motorcycle. So this is the kind of thing that you'd expect from like an Arch motorcycle company.
So wait, what is this one?
This is this is the V4.
Oh my God.
Well,
that's why you can't see all the cylinders, because they're V.
This is one of the things I would expect.
Hey,
you dude, you're gonna lose your Patreon support. I would expect a company like Arch to design a bike like this. I would expect a company like TVS to actually put it in mass production.
Well, this is a totally cool looking bike. It's a very unique looking bike, and I like looking at it.
Greetings, Bagel.
Yeah. Hey, Bagel.
I have some issues with it, but I'll leave.
Well, that's fine. Well, the idea is it's not. They have that vintage looking 961 Norton. That's going to be for the purists. This is, give me a bike that looks like this with 185 horsepower and a V4 engine. Yeah, because I'm not pretending to be Ricky Racing.
I don't expect it to look like a vintage Norton at all.
Yeah,
but I just, the way the frame is, the double spars seem really wide. Like,
let me see.
Like right there.
But look at the radiator goes right into it. Is there a more side shot looking shot of it?
I don't have one available right now.
Well, that's a shiny tank, though. I do like that.
It's a cool looking bike. Yeah, I dig it. But
look where the frame's going to. Like, is it going behind the motor?
Well, the motor's literally hung in the frame.
Yeah, it should be, but it's just kind of weird.
Dude, that's sexy as fuck, dude.
Yeah, you can see how much authority they gave to the radiator.
Yeah,
because that radiator is working overtime.
It's like it's not an actual picture. Some parts. I mean, like. I don't know.
Well, we were talking about AI earlier.
Right. Now, are those carbon fiber wheels or aluminum?
I have no
idea.
Magnesium. I can't tell. I didn't lick them.
I think it's an artist rendering.
I can't lick them through here. Right. Yeah. So that's what it is. But again, cool bike. So you produce two bikes and, you got TVS behind you.
What do you think? Are they going to go for premium? Like, are they going Ducati pricing kind of on these things? Or?
I would think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think they would. I think they would have to be in that kind of a deal.
Huh.
Yeah. So anyway, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
In the same time it takes to sell 3 of those, they've sold 2,700 of the rickshaws.
Exactly. Right.
So I don't think they're worried about selling.
So how does that work with like a dealer network? Like they're just going to sell it wherever they sell their other bikes? Like,
I have no idea.
You can buy a 50cc scooter all the way up to a 185 horsepower V-twin.
Yeah.
This is the one for Sleepy.
Oh.
There's the track bike.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So that's the track bike. We knew that was going to come out. We knew it was going to come out. There's just no way to get it out.
Only once per show.
Put your lipstick away.
Right. Yeah. So it's just cool. I mean, I think it's a good looking bike. Yeah, I think it's a cool looking bike. Again, it made me angry. The whole thing about Norton was just this whole big, Ponzi scheme. And they just ripped off so many people. And the bikes, the handful of bikes they produced were always back at the shop. None of them ever ran right. And just people that bought the bikes, people that actually had a product delivered to them were like, yeah, it's just perpetually fucking broken.
But what's even sadder was like some of the super proud English guys that bought them and they wanted them to be like, And then like they felt let down, like their country let them down, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there was a lot of salt in the comments that... Yeah. Why does it have to be built in India? Why can't they? Why? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you lost that.
You lost that.
You lost.
In fact, you literally lost that.
Yeah, go visit the castle.
If you want,
no shit.
If you want to stand outside that castle and fantasize of all the motorcycles that might come out of there someday, you tried that.
You want to stand?
Failed.
You should stand outside that castle with a fucking pitchforks and a torch.
Yeah. How British can we make this? We're going to make them in a castle. And you see how that worked out.
Yeah.
Do you want it to be gorgeous, affordable, or viable?
Right.
Pick two.
Right. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if it existed. So if we could actually get to the point where the goddamn thing was produced, that'd be excellent. That would be a really, really fun thing for all parties involved. So yeah, I
do you even want the tooling, the original tooling that was making the old bike, or do you just want to just start over?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I was on that forum for such a long time because when they first
when they first started the idea, I was like, that's a great thing. Like, that's a really cool idea. Is a modern retro cafe racer is something I'd really be into, especially if it's hanging the Norton badge. I owned a Norton. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I had the right one. I had a Commando 750.
When they run, they're the most
good
amazing
bike.
motorcycles ever. And then you got to wrench on it for 3 weeks and wait for parts.
Yeah, it was mine. I didn't have any major problems.
We need to
with
have
it.
that trombone Debbie Downer. That
Yeah.
Oh no, I love a Commando. They're freaking great.
And I enjoyed my bike. I enjoyed it a lot. And I think that.
And don't ever buy one.
Okay, so Tom's fucking font of wisdom. I've owned a 750 Commando. Yeah. I basically built the bike up from a box of parts. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many Tom has built, but the one I built ran really nice and I enjoyed it.
10-ish.
So yeah, the one I built and I owned and ran really nice and I really enjoyed it. So I actually had a good time with it. I also helped a guy work on an 850 that was never happy. You know, the bike itself was never happy. So I guess it's just sometimes the luck of the draw,
but John,
right?
to your point, you definitely want the tooling because if you didn't take it, then like the Florton would come out like a week later.
And we call this one the Horton.
Yeah.
It's
Horton here's
If you thought it was bad when it was made in Britain, wait till it ends up over in China.
Yeah.
But
China.
the low end, not even the good side, like the dirt floor factories. That's where you don't want them coming
I was
out.
looking at pictures from the Chinese International Motorcycle thing. Do you remember that giant, ridiculous, fat-tired contraption we saw at the AIM Expo?
Yeah, the Eagle Talon.
The Eagle Talon Thunder Chicken?
Yeah.
That fucking thing?
With the agricultural
Imagine all
shifter.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at some photographs and people that were taking stuff there, and I was just like, okay, yeah, there's some stuff there that's really cool. Like they built the Chinese ripped off a Honda Rune.
Yeah.
And it's got like a 400 motor in it, which is like the Rune is like normal 1800
Did it have like
cc
horseshoes welded to it?
Yeah, it did.
The grab handle was like a horseshoe.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Thunder Chicken thing. The Eagle Strike 4000.
Well, the Kawahanda
The Regal Raptor.
The Regal Raptor.
Yeah, the Regal Raptor
Yes,
was that.
the Regal Raptor.
Kawahanda Saki just released it looks just like a 1000 RR.
Yeah.
A BMW, but it's a 400.
God.
So that's pretty interesting too.
I was reading an article that said like great touring bikes of 2025, and that showed up at the bottom of the list, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
It really was on the list?
It was on a list. I'm like, what?
Buy one, you're on a list.
AI was paid to make a list.
I was going to say, dude, now my new goal now is we're going to have to find the Eagle Talon's owner or U.S. owners group or whatever the fuck that thing's called, right? Infiltrate
The
it.
Regal Raptor owners
Regal
group.
Raptor owners group.
I'm sure
Infiltrate
there's
it.
probably a Facebook group or Reddit.
Oh man. Well, that's the other thing too. Is like, okay, did you sell any of them? Did you sell any of them outside of
The only way you can access it with
China?
is with a Huawei phone.
Oh man.
I just like that it has park. And then you just shift it from park to neutral. It was like literally from a John Deere tractor.
I think it had reverse. You could just go
Yeah, you
forward,
could
and
do
backwards,
reverse.
forward and
Well, and
backwards.
that's because it was a jackshaft based reverse system. It would go as many gears forward as it would in reverse.
Right.
So you could have 4 gears or whatever that was. Yeah.
Oh, that could lead to some fucking interesting bar nights.
Yes, it could. Yeah.
But you can't go in third gear in reverse.
Right. Well,
What maneuver could you make if you were going about 50 mile an hour forward and then just went right to reverse and do like a full 360 and then back to forward again?
Well, we were talking about Batman earlier.
reverse stop.
That whole tumbler issue where the bike pops out of the middle.
yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
so the very first, the first picture I wanted to bring up of this travesty, this insane thing. This is the SOUO or SUO or SO. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm having problems with my pronunciation on this particular
I want
motorcycle.
that thing.
It's like a Honda Goldwing and an R1200C.
But it's got like a Johnny Sacco eye on it.
I see some Polaris Vision in there.
I see some Polaris Vision. I see some of that big Yamaha bagger one.
I see
There's
Charles
some of that.
The Venture
That thing
Deluxe.
turns into a robot if you don't look at it.
Yeah, and
Ignore me.
They're stealing from every.
What are you calling that front suspension? Like
That
that's
looks
what the
that looks like a
fuck is going
BMW
on?
tail lever.
Yeah.
It does like a tail
It
lever.
looks like a tail
That looks
lever.
like what's the Yamaha Voyager? Or what's
Yeah.
the new?
What is this, like a straight 17?
It is a flat.
Look at the motor.
It is a flat 8.
Oh my goodness!
It's a flat 8.
You know what?
So it's a Boxer 4x2, or a Boxer 2 times 4.
Aren't the reviews of this thing not bad though? I think I read something about this thing.
On the planet would of any repute whatsoever has gotten a chance to ride this fucking
I swear
this rolling fantasy.
I swear I read something now that I saw this.
I know at least
to believe
5
it.
chachas that would be all over
Needs
this.
more horseshoes.
It needs more horseshoes, exactly.
It's interesting. I'll say that.
Is this the Eagle Talon Thunder Deluxe?
Right.
No, the Eagle Talon was way worse than this.
No,
thing.
Thunder Deluxe.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go ahead and open this one up so our friends at home can see it too.
We've suddenly gotten banned in China, I'm sure.
Well, hey, great. Again,
They'll never be
okay. All right.
I'll never get to go to the Bashan Astor Aeronautical Factory.
We'll have to go see these bikes. So this is the Rune version. So this is the sport version of said motorcycle.
It's the ruin.
It's the Rune.
Oh my
They
God.
stole the whole exhaust system.
They were like, BMW, you got suitcase on your GS 1300? Well, out fucking suitcase
We have
you.
suitcase at home. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what it is. And so, yeah, what a thing, man. What a thing. And I have one, it's ridiculous. It's horrible.
What's the weight?
I don't.
All of it.
Right. Right. I don't even think they could possibly.
Like those have to be weight rated tires at that point.
Yeah, it's Chang, and they are the highest quality. I didn't notice that's a Changshin tire on that bike. So that is a Changshin on the back, and that is a Changshin on the front. And unlike the Rune, where it would be rocking like a big, a 240 or 250 or 280.
Yeah.
This is looking to me very much like about a 180 or a 200 series tire back there.
Yeah.
The tire does not look as wide as those that ridiculous fender and that parts bin seat they took off of something else and slapped on the back of that bike.
It looks like the blacked out Coleman BT mini
It
bike.
does.
Like
It does look a
literally
lot
just
like a mini
like
bike.
they just blew it up bigger.
Yeah, it does. It has a lot of that going on for it.
Oh,
So it's
Tom,
a pretty
you should add
hideous
fringe
motorcycle.
to yours.
What's
it
that?
needs fringe bags.
Fringe bags.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's not, in my opinion, this is not a good looking motorcycle. This is a ridiculously horrendous motorcycle. But it also falls into that camp like the Boss Haas, where it's just so stupid.
I can't wait for the TikTok of the 4 foot tall little girl with the Hello Kitty thing and the Nyan Cat backpack.
She's like 4'2" and 100 pounds soaking wet, and she's riding,
just
this
blasting
bike.
this thing through Singapore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is, by the way, this was another image I found of it. You can throw this up to the screen because I don't know who decided to take 2 Packard front grills and bolt into this fucking motorcycle. But the part of the motorcycle that was tastefully painted black before is now chrome, and the motor is now chrome, and this thing looks dumber than fuck.
This looks like in a movie.
That looks like the one Scott that was in the museum. It's a Scott 3-cylinder.
What, the flying squirrel?
That has that look. No, Scott made a crazy 3-cylinder liquid cooled.
This looks like if a motorcycle was a transformer, and halfway through transforming, you made it bend over and pick up an air conditioner.
Right.
Because it looks like this motorcycle is trying to run away with a stolen air conditioner.
Or this was an original concept for Back to the Future when they thought of going with a motorcycle. Because then they put the blender and shit there in the middle for the time machine.
Yeah, and this is another thing that's like, if those both contain radiators, which I know they do.
Well, yeah, 8 cylinders, right?
And 8 cylinders, liquid cooled, and completely the answer to the question nobody ever asked.
Look up Scott Model 3S, which is a gorgeous bike.
But you know what's funny? I
saw it in the British Motorcycle Museum when I was over there, and yeah.
Oh yeah,
I bet you that 8 cylinders you were just looking at makes about 87 horsepower.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, right? Yeah. What is that in Chinese?
Well, it's like 2 Hyundai motors smashed together.
So I'm going to go ahead and there's several pictures of the Scott S3, but the one that kind of shows that off the best, I think we'll use this. Oh my Lord, people. Build a website.
You got to go through the recipe
Spend a dime and build a fucking website. Jesus Christ.
That kills me about restaurants that don't have a website with their menu on it.
Yeah, well.
All they have is a Facebook presence.
Right.
I don't know. I'm an old guy, I guess, but it's like, I want to be able to type in
you kids these days.
your restaurant
QR
name,
codes.
go to your website. And
If
look
I
at
can't get somebody on the phone, I ain't going there.
and I do want to be able to call them.
All right, go ahead, Sleepy. Throw it up there. So this is a 1938 motorcycle. So
shit, John.
it's an inline 3-cylinder.
Good.
I think it might even be liquid cooled. It's liquid
It is
cooled.
liquid cooled. Yeah. The Scots were famously liquid cooled.
Okay, so that does kind of like that is like a modern version of that.
Yeah, it really is.
Damn.
And then it's like, I don't know if on the
Johnny
back,
Mac.
is that like gas and oil on the back? Because those panniers, they have gas caps on them. They have literally
Yeah, you're
caps
right.
on top. So I think that might be
This is probably
gasoline
still
back
the
there.
era of total loss oil. So
Probably. Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, inline 3-cylinder, 1938.
That looks like I saw
should be
that
sealed.
bike. That looks like the bike that was
It
in
does.
the British
This
Motorcycle
looks
Museum.
like a bike of the poor. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It exudes
This had to be
affordability.
was this like a Bentley of fucking motorcycles?
Oh, I'm
man?
sure.
Scott,
Yeah. I mean, it's 1,000 cc's in 1938.
Yeah,
Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I do love the automotive grill. Like they just went out in their parking lot and they're like, grab the grill off that Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it in here.
I mean, this is a beautiful motorcycle.
It is a
though,
beautiful
man.
motorcycle. Absolutely. It's much better than that fucking Chinese piece of shit. we
See,
just
Thunder,
looked at.
Thunder Chicken Supermodel. This is what you're looking for.
Yeah, right. Well, but see, that's bad things happened on the way to the fucking production
So
factory.
I thought of something.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is no disrespect to anything.
I thought of it too. It's
But,
Benedict
like,
Cumberbatch.
We started to learn that different
This is a new
people
thing.
have different ways of seeing things and stuff. So when some of these bikes come out of China, I'm wondering if they're not really seeing what they're producing or we're seeing it differently. Oh. Because like they'll take a beautiful bike like this and then somehow it gets here and like there's just something wrong about it. It's always like the seat's too big or like they make the rear
You're saying
fender-
lost in translation?
Yeah.
That's exactly
It's
what it
always
is.
Well, the other thing too,
I like it.
because the Bajaj, what was the Bajaj Excel that was the legend with all the plastic on it? We don't really understand a lot of Asian culture where they actually want to look towards futuristic model stuff. Because we're still stuck in this bullshit 50s, 60s,
Throw
fetishization.
this picture up, Sleepy.
okay.
This is a kind of an interesting picture. This gives you a lot to chew on. It gives you a better image of the whole radiator configuration on the motorcycle.
Man,
And
that Janus looks wild.
yeah, right. It does. So this is the Scott. This is the S3.
Tommy.
Wow, it looks completely different in this.
Well, this doesn't have the rear, those panniers on the back of it, and this is clearly the sportier
Auxiliary
version.
fuel tanks.
Whatever those were, yeah,
Accordion.
probably.
It's an accordion.
Yeah, it is. This is a very interesting looking motorcycle. I got to say, there's a lot going on here. And based on the tidiness of the bottom of that motorcycle, I don't think it's constant loss oil. That's a car engine, so that's a small car engine. It keeps its oil inside.
like an
where it's
That's
supposed
the
to.
original brick motor.
Well, it's an inline 3-cylinder, that's
I know,
for
but
sure.
this looks
And
like
you can see the distributor right above his right foot, so you can see
Yeah.
the sparky. You can see the.
Well, you were talking about
the
that
floodlights and
Austin
stuff.
grill earlier. They probably just went out and got the whole car.
Kind of what I'm thinking is somebody was like, well, if we're going to build a motorcycle, that's just half a car.
Yeah.
We could build two. Right. We have one car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just build two motorcycles. It's a pretty cool looking bike. I got to say.
I would
that's
ride
sexy.
that.
Yeah, it's very sexy. Yeah. It's a cool looking bike.
Pretty sure
Absolutely.
the shift is on the wrong side, though.
I think you're probably right. Well, no, maybe not. No, that. Oh, you're right. You know what? Somehow they managed to fuck that up, John. Because you look at the shaft that's running the rear brake, and it's on the right side of the motorcycle. But you also look at this linkage on his right foot, and that is the transmission linkage. So they've managed to take a brake that was on the right side anyway and relocate it over to the left side.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's just what they did. You know, nobody had their shit
I'll
together.
still ride it.
Damn good looking bike.
The shifter's supposed to be on the right and the brake's supposed to be on the left.
It is in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is in this case. Despite the fact that the brake is on the chain drive's on the left and the brake is on the right. So
Have you ever seen the AJS V4 supercharged? Yeah,
absolutely.
that's a great bike.
Very cool looking bike. Yeah, that's another one of those ones that
That's my argument for
That's a
motorcycles.
1939.
Motorcycles really have not gone that far since the war. Like the bikes they were making before World War II would blow away a lot of bikes today. Like they
Well,
were
was it
going 150 miles an hour.
Up until the 916, the Vincent was the fastest land
there
motorcycle.
there was a really long time where certain motorcycles did, the trick was they went that speed, they did that for 7 minutes, and then you had to rebuild the motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So with some of the stuff, you're like, oh, it was great. It did 120 miles an hour way back then. But keep in mind, it did 120 miles an hour for exactly 17 seconds.
Yeah,
Supercharging motorcycles was starting to become normal.
Yeah. Well, because
Everything.
pre-war, right? You can pull this one up too, Sleepy. This is just a really cool looking bike. But for the true freaking deviants here, look at those valve springs. Those valve springs are on the outside of the motor.
Mousetrap springs.
Yeah. Literally, the valve springs are on the outside of the engine. Come on, man. Yeah. Like, that's...
You only have to stop every couple of minutes and squirt some oil on it.
Right. That's exactly it. So, yeah, cool bike. I mean,
The heads
cool
look
bike.
dope as shit. It looks like Ducati designed it or something.
They're probably still...
Look at the cases and everything. Jesus
That
Christ.
might be
there's-
aircraft cylinder.
Yeah, like what's going on
still.
on the bottom down there too? Like what's the what? So
Yeah.
the coils are what is that? Wait, so is that
let's see.
mechanically operated?
Oh, that's your electrosparkulators
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Coils brought to you by Lucas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
so
they're
dark.
running-
The fiber wrapped spark plug wires.
But it's just interesting because all the like they didn't even think about road grime hitting all that stuff back then. It was just
It's a V4, dude. Like, we talked about that earlier. We're like, it's
And
a
that's just
goddamn...
that's the regular one.
That's not the supercharged.
That's not the liquid cooled supercharged one.
Yeah, the supercharged race bike is a joy to behold.
see, we're just so smart now. All these old people were dumb back then.
Was it the... Oh, no, it's the AJS still.
Wow, that was sick. I never saw that before.
Yeah, I'll throw up a picture of the supercharged
And
one.
Barber's coming up. You can see him all day.
Yeah, that's right. You can just go and hang out. Yeah.
Man, I really kind of want to go to Barber.
All right. This one's for you guys.
Still got a couple of weeks to put your shit together.
And find a pass.
I haven't been on the list yet this year. I'm sure
I'll
it's later.
backpack it, man.
You can make your little sound.
There you go. Liquid cooled.
Yeah, that's insane.
Actually, you can stay off campus.
I think it's. I love the idea. I just like the. Where does the exhaust go? Backwards, out the back.
Well, that's
Will these trumpets on the end of this make this bike any faster? No, but it'll sound
But
awesome.
this is just a race bike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that's
this
a pure
is.
race.
I mean, there's literally no tuning to that. It is literally throw gas into it and throw exhaust out of it.
Such a cool bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's racetrack.
There's some
that's
Venturi
the thing.
tuning there, but
You can
not
probably
much.
find these easily and they're cheap, right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah, probably.
I got 6 in the garage.
Yeah. So
What do you what does a bike like that go for, you think?
I have no way of knowing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we want to play the game,
I can't
1939.
believe Tom didn't have an opinion. I was
Well,
expecting
I was thinking in the 30s. I mean, you're gonna have to look at Woods and see what Woods is selling.
If
these
that
days.
showed up at Meekum, that's $1 million.
Oh yeah,
Right. Yeah.
and it won't run.
Wouldn't matter. Still,
Yeah.
Wouldn't, I mean, honestly, for that kind of a thing, I don't think it actually matters.
still
I
looks
am.
great.
Let's see. Let's play the game.
I'll park that in my aircraft hangar with my other toys.
Oh, your second man cave?
My second big man cave where I have my collection of rare aircraft and
And there's the third cave
There
we
are-
don't talk about, but what?
there
An
are.
AJS E95 Porcupine
Oh, that's a good bike.
sold for $750,000 in 2024.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there were a lot of them compared to this.
Compared to that,
So Tom was right there at 30 grand.
yeah.
Well, that's the problem. I haven't looked at it like this. I mean,
hold
here's
on. Wait,
here's
we
one
have
for
an update.
19.5, but
Yeah, we have a 1936 AJS V4 sold for $85,250 in
Yeah.
2019 Meekum
Oh, wow.
auction. So yeah, I mean that's just a V4. That's not a supercharged. That's
So,
not a race bike. That's
If
just
you
a
look
V4.
at how much they've kind of gone up, that would be interesting to see. Like, are some of these motorcycles good investments compared to what you could do in the market? Like, like on some of these like really
I would say
rare motherfuckers.
not now.
Not right this minute.
No.
It's
this is
a real
not-
bad
it's-
time.
I think it's getting worse.
I'm
I don't
saying-
think it's getting better.
No, but if you're like 30 and you had money right now, would that be a good investment to grab?
Not right now.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I mean, it is a goddamn. I promise you this right now, folks. You guys saw the $1,200 motorcycle I rode in here on last week.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay, that's an 800cc fuel injected motorcycle that does anything you want it to do. It's $1,250.
I love that.
Okay,
bike.
so be realistic about it. Like, this would be a great time to buy.
oh, absolutely.
This would be a great time to buy.
I've seen Aerial Square 4s have their price cut in half.
Yeah.
Watch me come, and what you will learn is that a lot of the vehicles are very old, or of 70s, 60s, 70s, whatever, but they've been swapped out and totally customized. They maybe still retain the look of a 57 Chevy, but under the hood is an LS,
Always
fuel injection.
swapped. Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, those are the ones that go, they're like,
talking about.
oh, it
Pays
looks
my
like,
salary.
it looks like a beautiful, brand new restored
Right.
car, but under the hood is none of that old crap.
Right.
And it's got disc brakes and everything else. And yes, Summit, you. Okay.
I
rest my case.
Love that. Yeah. And it is absolutely that kind of an adventure when you're buying things right now. I was Whizzer, a Schwinn bicycle, a freaking Whizzer that everybody, at my shop, you got a Whizzer and it's it's and it's not a Chinese one. It's a real Schwinn. It's going to be worth $4,000.
Geezer.
Just sold. Bring a trailer. $750. So here's a guy that's been keeping this thing around, and it's authentic. It's a real Schwinn. It's not a Chinese replica.
Baby diaper in the gas tank.
$750 fucking dollars.
Damn.
Right?
It didn't even pay its own storage
an actual real goddamn Schwinn sold for less than what the Chinese knockoffs were selling for when they were selling them 20 years ago. So, this is not a good time to be selling Grandpa's motorcycle collection.
The funny part is, because I just on a whim, I looked up Shadow prices.
Yeah.
Because Black Shadow.
Right.
Because right before COVID, they had a batch of them that went through at Arbor for almost nothing. I say almost nothing. You're talking 15 for a basket case and 45 to 50 for a solid runner.
Right.
And they've almost doubled that now.
Interesting.
So I don't know. It's kind of up and down. I mean, I guess it's all about what you pick and when you pick it.
There's still enough old guys who would still die for a Vincent Black Shadow.
Well, there's also a lot of drug dealers that like to bury their money.
Just so I could play the song and stand.
I just don't see that holding on for a long time. I mean, you're almost 2 generations past whenever they were brand new.
Yeah.
And the verve for them is getting lost in trend.
I agree.
No, obviously not if they're up double.
It's the same thing with the Whizzers or the Cushmans. It's the same.
Well, Phil and I have been talking about the Vespos are going to be the next up for the market, just taking a complete shit for older bikes.
I mean, granted, you give me $500 million, and I'm going to have I'm going to have a Bro Superior. I'm going to have all kinds of this bullshit just with my play money. But
100th anniversary edition, Harley Davidson Sportster 883 with only 945 original miles. It's 2003.
$950.
Gavel fell at Bring a Trailer. $5,000.
Oh.
1994 Ducati 900 Super Sport SP. Looks great. Fantastic bike.
Oh, is it the yellow?
It's red.
$5,400.
Right? You guys like that big Kawasaki 1999 Kawasaki ZRX 1100? Cool bike.
1200 is better, but 1100 is nice.
Yep. $6,100. So these things are not bringing big money.
Oh, that's.
Right?
I was going to say that's kind of steep though for that bike.
Yeah. So he's. We mic him down a little bit. Yeah. The don't need to do. A pair of 1969 Honda Z50A mini trails. Get 2 of them. $3,400. So things are selling, and they're not selling for a lot of fucking money. It's a little bit. 1957 Norton Dominator.
Okay.
Beautiful, gorgeous bike for $11,250. So here's I'm going to pull this up. We're going to throw this up to the screen because this is just so cool. Go ahead, throw it up, Sleepy. It's the challenge. We're going to see. Can anybody guess what this sold for?
That's got to be some custom shit from like Monster Garage or some shit back in the day.
Chopper Kings.
Yeah.
Chopper Kings. A big old S&S motor.
$32,000.
Look at those wheels.
No way.
Right? It's got
not this day.
Alligator seat. And if you sit down too fast, one of those things is going to go right up your butthole.
Alligator or ostrich?
That looks like alligator.
That's definitely alligator. I can't believe Ice Bear doesn't sell this.
It may be an Ice Bear tribute.
What
we're looking at is a 2007 Chopper Kings trike with a giant V-twin S&S motor in it. And it is, it is exactly what it says it is. Those fenders, though, those rear fenders and the paintwork. I'm going to guess that paintwork cost more than the no shit it sold for $7,500.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, yeah.
It's sold for $7,500.
Yeah, but the dude still has to drive it somewhere.
Well, right. And the original build was probably no kidding $75,000.
It was probably $75,000.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt in
the
my
Big
mind.
Dog Ridgeback, which looks a lot like the middle of that, was $35,000
I've seen so many like really nice, not even like that awful looking choppers for like $4,000 or $5,000 now, man. But you know what's funny is like now you see dudes moving into this like giant stereo things with the big wheels and shit.
Right.
And I'm like, those are going to be on Craigslist or whatever in 10 years for $5,000.
The motor, the transmission, everything in this bike is worth more than $7,500.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
You could pull that S&S out.
Take the bike
apart,
apart, and make more money. Right?
But
That's exactly
worth what
it is.
people will pay for.
The paint,
So,
absolutely.
nope, it's not anymore.
paint is gorgeous. The point is, this guy probably thought he was going to do pretty great, and it gavelled at $7,500.
Is that a rigid, solid rear end?
Yeah,
Probably?
is that or is it,
Probably.
No, I think that's got the. I think that's
Is it-
got
got some
suspension
spring?
hiding in there. Yeah, I think it's got some suspension hiding in the back
Spring.
end. Yeah.
and does it have LSD or is it like can the wheels move independently a little bit?
No, I don't think it does.
It looks like a solid rear axle, like off a Servi car or something, but I can't.
There's a chain drive there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I couldn't
So
really
there's a
see.
chain drive. So I think it's running.
Let me see this
Yeah,
thing.
I think there's something in there. Yeah. So anyway.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's
Yeah,
a
I think
chain
there's some
drive.
suspension back there. It's a chain drive. So they built that to go up and down. Yeah, that's just like that's all soft tail back there. Yeah. So that's all soft tail in the back of that thing.
Is it?
I think that whole unit moves. I think there's a reason it's not welded straight through.
there might be plunger, but I don't
That's-
see it.
Yeah, I think there's going to be something
Oh
happening down
no,
there.
dude.
I think it's welded
You
solid.
think it's solid? You think it's rigid?
Yeah, look at those struts going back to the back axle, from the back of the seat right back to the axle.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
down
all
the
right.
seat. Unless they're doing that trickery where it looks like that and there's some shocks in there, but I don't
Well,
see
there could
it.
be like plungers, maybe there's like.
I haven't seen the
Airbag,
picture yet
no
that gives it
airbag
away.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Your buddy from the Hearst show that
Yeah.
had the mask on and the clown suit.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
This is his bike,
Yeah,
man. This
yeah.
is perfectly his bike.
Oh fuck!
Absolutely.
It even had a clown.
It's got crowns everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got crowns everywhere. Yeah, it's bonkers, man. It's absolutely bonkers.
Dark sided
It's definitely dark sided. Double dark sided.
wheels too.
Double dork sided for sure. Oh man, yeah, that rubber's in bad shape. So anyway, but that's what that is. It's just kind of, basically the idea is just kind of showing, damn man, like
Only ridden home once from the place I bought it from.
right, and just this idea of like, oh well, motorcycles. Yeah, motorcycles are soft as hell right now.
Yeah.
Motorcycles are crazy soft right now.
You know how bad that thing would bounce though if you kind of gave it a wheelie and just go. That
It would suck, man. It would
Yeah.
suck muchly. Yeah.
would not be fun to ride, man.
Yeah, it would be a pretty bad day. This has always been one of the bikes that I've always kind of said, oh man, if I ever find the right one of these, I'm going to buy it. And so go ahead and pull this up.
Yeah.
So that isn't what you think it is.
Is it a DNK or a DWK or whatever?
No, it's an R9T,
Oh, okay.
but it's an R9T nostalgia. It's a one of a kind bike. So it's a custom fabrication. So it's a custom fabrication. They used the R9T and then they built all this stuff around it to make it look like a very, very, very old BMW.
I was thinking
Actually, it
a
looks more like-
DKW or whatever.
Looks more like a Velocette.
Yep. What looks like a
Velocette or an Ariel.
Now, is it just me or does that exhaust pipe look like that?
No, yeah,
that looks like that looks
that.
like stock exhaust pipe.
That looks like that copper fish pan you put in your
I just
kitchen.
think that the 19. So I'll pull it up so you guys can see it. The 1934 R7. We'll pull it up here. So R7 BMW. There we go.
This week on this old motorcycle.
This week on this old motorcycle. All right. So
I'm enjoying this.
yeah. So this is.
Wait, we got to stick to the show notes.
Oh yeah. No, we're done with show notes. We're finished.
We're
yeah.
freestyling.
Yeah, I was
we're
looking at
freestyling.
I was thinking of the,
We're the freestyle thing.
the Velocette LE.
Right.
That's the one I was
So-
looking at.
I'm sorry. We can come back to that, but freestyling just kicked my brain. Did you know that Mike from the American Pickers got in a huge wreck like a week or so ago?
I did not hear that.
Yeah, he was in his his old old school Porsche, and him and his wife got hit, like smashed. His wife's jaw is broken in two.
Oh
God.
man.
And like he was all fucked up. So like he just posted today, they had a photo session right before it happened. So like they have this memory of this like amazing photo for like they were doing for a book.
Oh, they were doing some kind of cool thing with
Yeah.
the car.
And then somebody was driving the car back and,
then
they
got in a
got
crash.
T-boned, like this
no.
got hit hard.
Did Yami Noob run into the front end of them?
He was not being Batman.
Anyway,
dude.
sorry, but I just
All right,
it just
pull this picture
came
up.
Yeah.
Didn't take my advice and put not a ramp on it.
Right. So you can see the exhaust now, Sleepy. You can see where they
yeah.
stole it. So that's the bike they based that bike on. That nostalgia is a custom using an R9T, a modern motorcycle, to look as much as possible like this motorcycle.
So that's not the 1800 or 1800.
No, it's the 1200
But
R9T.
that pipe almost looks like the same pipe on the 1800.
The first 1800 prototype that came out had this exhaust on it to look this way, but it didn't make it through production.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So there were a lot of styling cues in the first 1800 in the prototype that they were ripping off stuff from this bike. And this bike is kind of an iconic part of BMW history. So,
dude, that period of time of design was fucking amazing.
Yeah, throw that picture.
Yeah,
I mean, look at that.
Art Deco, baby.
That is just death by Art Deco.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's done so well, man.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful bike.
Well, that's, somebody posted earlier. Well, Sean Stevens posted today about, the difference between craftsman houses, which this is a craftsman cottage.
Yep, absolutely.
Versus modern houses, which are literally freaking cracker boxes made of Play-Doh.
Yeah. No,
and this is the thing: is everything pre-war is Art Deco to hell. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
It just sucks that like when I had my Cleveland Heights house, that was like a complete craftsman house, and like it's beautiful in a lot of ways. But now the houses are getting that. Mine was 121 years old, so like it starts to there's shit that just starts falling apart at some point.
The wood eventually, returns to being part of the earth.
Oh, trust me, how much brick dust I find down here because all of the bricks.
I remember looking at a wall and being like, "Oh, that wall's awesome." And then 2 days later, you look back and there's a giant crack down it. I'm like, "Oh, here we go, new problem."
Things move around, man. Things move around.
This entire foundation needs repointed.
Yeah. So when you talk about like just motorcycles that are just beautiful and iconic and cool. Like this is a beautiful, iconic, and cool motorcycle, but it's going to be a really hard thing to own. It's going to be a hard thing if you want to go like, hey, I'm just going to go piss around down the 1934 BMW R7 today. No, you're probably not.
No.
But if you can have an R9T, which is the most reliable thing on the freaking planet, and it looks like this, then you can piss around on that and be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm 14 grand in or 12 grand in. Yeah, you can have the experience. You don't need to have a 1921 Excelsior Henderson. You can buy a Janus.
Resto mods. When Resto mods hit the motocycle world, that'll be fucking
kind of the thing.
Yeah, right. It's starting to happen.
So, that particular example of this bike, on Bring a Trailer, this bike is that concept. So we throw the picture up now and we go, oh, wait, we can see some of that there, right?
Yeah, I don't hate it.
And now it starts to make a little more sense. And you look at the craftsmanship, you look at the work.
It's like a scooter handlebar.
Well, they have the levers at the outside. Yeah. So the levers are coming inside.
So I like reverse levers.
There was a company that was making these. This isn't like a one-off custom. A guy made in his garage. There's a garage somewhere that was making these.
Yeah, and they make them a couple of different ways. Yeah.
Are they still doing it or are they not doing it anymore?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I know a guy down in Texas has one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
Art Deco Treasure Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nostalgia
Moto. Yep, Nostalgia Motorcycles. So, cool thing. Right. Yeah, really cool thing.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, it's a cool bike. And if you, like I said, you want to rock around on a bike that makes you smile and make you feel happy, that's why I said, like, with Chris's Vulcan, I would much rather drive around on that drifter than I would having an actual vintage Indian Roadmaster. Mm-hmm. Because that vintage Indian Roadmaster is going to be a pain in my dick every time I ride it. Whereas the drifter, you get the overall the aesthetic. You look at it and you're like, God damn, it looks great.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's a cool looking bike.
Smith needs one of those. He goes next to his drifter and then next to his Janus. He can have all the replicas.
Well, he's already got the California, which kind of scratches that itch.
Hold on, Smith, you got to get this thing. So it looks like a 1930s bike, but it's new. You park that next to the Janus and your drifter, and you got the trifecta going on.
And he'll never, ever not talk to another old man in his life. Right. Old men will come and find him.
I got one this morning.
They will find him. They will not let him get away.
Oh, it's on the truck? It's on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Car.
Okay.
All right. So we'll take a look at that. Nostalgia Motorcycles. So.
Woof.
Now we're getting into the weeds.
This one might be a little weedy, but apparently a lot of people use that name. Yeah, that is a lot of people use that. Oh yeah. There's
you
definitely
literally just found a guy that only paints like war relic tiny motorcycles called Nostalgia Motorcycles.
I am. It is truly called N Moto. So when you're looking that up at home, guys, don't bother typing in the whole word. It's just N Moto.
So I did have a story that I thought of. but I can't remember the name of the damn bike. I think it was on Motorcycle News if you look it up, but they found a new scam for electric motorcycles. So now what they're going to do is they're going to tell you about all the features and how great everything is, but then there's only 800 available. They're pulling that. They're doing the limited edition, and it's going to be
Jesse James rule.
But it's like a $35,000 fucking electric motorcycle.
Yeah, but it's a Jesse James rule. It doesn't have to be NHTSA. It doesn't have to be DOT. You don't have to go through the testing.
Oh.
So it's the Jesse James rule. It's this giant thing about like, yeah, but will it burn my garage down? We don't have to care. Will it kill me if I'm riding it? We don't have to care.
Right, and
why? Because we're only building a limited production run.
And because the limited thing is there, people are going to want them if they do. So by the time everybody gets them, if they all suck and complain about it, they're already sold out. They're done.
Exactly.
They're gone. That money doesn't exist anymore.
It's they do fuck up, by the way. If you want to throw this up, the N-Moto can in fact go too far.
What the fuck is that?
That is a fucking ugly motorcycle, man. That is what that is. That is a horribly that is a very extraordinarily. I know the bike they're basing it off of too.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So we know the bike that they're basing it off of.
Yeah, but that's not right.
But this now is just getting fucking cockamamie now.
That looks like it should be in Zootopia.
It should be in Zootopia.
Motorcycle
Absolutely.
or scooter?
Well,
Was it trying to be a TW?
And Vetter did a scooter. A Sportster scooter that was not far off of this, but yeah, you can go too far, guys. You can go to just take a giant step away from the pen and paper. Yeah, that is just, and 2 helmets under the seat. Yeah, but you do look like the world's biggest fuck knuckle. These should only come in penis pink. That should be the only color they're available in. It's just too far. They just went too far with it.
You know what, though? If it was like just a one-wheel balance thing and just the front end, it would be kind of cool.
Apparently, it's a kit you can buy for $10,000. You provide your own R9T.
Oh, why would you do that?
Because you can look like that fucking guy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. You look like Tron if Tron was retrofuturistic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, what was that movie with the robot with the big ass and it was like clacking around? It was like the old lady had she had a big.
It's actually called Robots, but I like
called Robots. McGregor, and she was called Aunt Fanny.
Aunt Fanny, that's her. But that would be
that does look like Aunt Fanny's front end at least. Yeah, I thought you were just going to say Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow, but yeah, look at this thing. I mean, I get it. It's for a certain kind of person, but. Oh, yeah, that back end. Holy shit, baby's got back. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if a good thing looks like the stripped 14 ball.
It does. Go back. It looks like a bowling 14 ball. A pole ball.
Oh, yeah, it does. It definitely does. It looks like it should have the number 14 on it, for real.
That's
it does. It looks like the 14 ball. Oh, my God, you're absolutely right. Yeah, anyway, you can take it too far, N-Moto. You can go too far. Now, wait a second. N-Moto is based in Miami, but also has an office in Russia now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that takes a lot.
Oh, so on this one, so you're going to build this one, you need to start with a BMW C400. So this one's not a BMW R9T. This is a C400. So it's a kit for a C400 scooter. So at least they're turning a scooter into a scooter.
So for the record, Henderson KJ is what they're trying to get here.
Yeah, the Henderson KJ. That's exactly right.
I had to think of it.
Yeah, we're gonna pull one up as a palate cleanser because we fucking need one now. Was it a KJ? No, the KJ is the inline 4, isn't it?
Henderson Streamliner is what
Henderson Streamliner. Yeah, right. Yeah, for real. Because the KJ is the inline 4.
Yeah. I think the Streamliner is based on it.
Yeah,
but I think it was like a one thing anyway.
Yeah. It was a variant, right? 1300cc BT Dubs, monster engine. There you go. So let's go ahead and pull this up.
The first time I saw a picture of one, I was like, God, somebody put a lot of work into that, and then it came back as a 30s Henderson. I was like, oh, right. That explains that.
There you go. Pull that up, Sleepy. Look at that fucking thing. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's when you get the proportions right. But again, you're basically your hands on that the grips are literally touching your knees.
Looks like a suppository.
It
It looks like a cat laying on the floor.
correct. It does look like a cat laying on the floor. Holy shit, you're right. Yeah, that does look like a cat laying on the floor. Oh man. But you know what? It's like it's one of those things you're like, okay, that was fine. You didn't need to copy it.
And it looks like it has a trunk. So like you could probably put your golf clubs
and
back
look at
there.
the exhaust is really cool. It's really, it's really pretty. I mean, yeah, I like that. I like that. That's
it has
cool.
the passenger seating hold position.
So
up
I
front
guess,
there.
I guess I can see where their N-Moto's C400 scooter based thing, and this has got like the balloon tires on it. It doesn't have the normal motorcycle tires. Like I recall this bike being much lower and smaller to the ground than I thought it should be, and it's like a 1300 cc, inline 4-cylinder motor. So it's. I mean, but it is gorgeous. It's cool. It's art. It's Art Deco.
I mean, maybe the kids coming up once we get through the Depression are going to get into Art Deco, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
That should be the next fad that comes back is Art Deco and Craftsman.
Here's a picture of the guy sitting on one, and you can see he's really about to take it up the bunghole there. Yeah. So the riding position is not conducive to like comfort.
to riding.
The back
there's the trunk.
The trunk does look good though. That does look cool. Yeah, I give him that. That's a cool looking bike. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's got a fucking badonkadonk. Yeah. It's got the badonkadonka.
Oh, and it does have car tires. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, it's car tires.
Now I can hear all I can hear in my head is Robin Williams screaming Aunt Fanny.
Aunt Fanny. Yep. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. All right. Well, that's cool. That's cool bike. Well, it's great. Motorcycles is art. It's a really baller, awesome, cool thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, the Henderson Courtney Streamliner. Yeah. Pretty fucking cool. Yeah. That's an easy bike. That's an easy bike to look at for a while. It goes a lot. There's a lot going on there. All right. Well, that's cool. Anybody else got anything else?
No.
Okay. So AIM Expo this year, boys.
Yes.
So AIM Expo, get out your calendars. Let's synchronize our sundials because it's on. So
January.
It is
Cha.
Yeah, right.
5th through the 7th, I do believe.
Yeah, and so what we've done, what we've booked is I've booked my hotel room from, use your eyes, Phil, from the January 6th. So I'm flying out January 6th from Cleveland at 3:35 p.m. And then we're leaving there Friday, January 9th to come home. So, and I've already bird dogged out the Hampton down the street from the event. It's nice. It's affordable. It's got free breakfast. So it's kind of there at ground zero. Try to keep it a little bit on the cheap if you can.
You said Long Beach, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the
Anaheim.
Yeah, Anaheim. Yeah. So, yeah, so this is... Again, I think this is going to be a really good one because of the motocross racing and everything that's going to be along with it. Pretty fucking cool. Plus, I mean, if you want to go and sit and do seminars and learn about running a better motorcycle shop, there's going to be that shit there for you too. But for me, man, it's ground zero. There's a lot of cool stuff I like. There's a lot of bars I like to drink in that are all within a 15-mile radius of where we're going to be. So that's pretty handy. So that's cool.
I'll be making videos.
You'll be making videos. Yeah. There's going to be a lot going on. So there'll be plenty of shit going on. We're just going to keep doing laps around Sleepy. Sleepy like, oh, look, there he is. Oh, he's good. Look at him carrying all those tripods. Oh, you should get a handicap electric scooter this time so you can haul all your shit around.
And he should have
John lasted 15 minutes last time.
Yeah,
he should have 7 GoPros on the
Yeah, I agree. Get a handicap scooter and just wire it. Just have GoPros pointing in all directions.
You know what? I did think about
It's the
something.
360 going.
It depends on how much stuff I can carry or put on the plane.
Right.
But last year, their crew had a little wagon, and they had a light stand with a battery source attached to the wagon.
Oh, yeah.
And then their camera gear. So as they pulled it, they had their light source there. So if they wanted to interview somebody, they were like... And it was on and ready to go.
It makes perfect sense.
Oh, that's a good fucking idea.
That's a real good idea.
But it's just having to get it there.
Right.
You're like, oh.
And I've got one of those collapsible wagons.
Yeah.
I've got like really long ones.
Yeah. It was like something. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that if when you get there, you just rent the handicap scooter, because every convention center has one.
Yeah, he said, is it industry only?
It is industry only,
Yes.
Thrust and Justin. If you know somebody in the industry, I'm sure if you wanted to attend this event, they could get your name on a list.
There you go. You got a little bakery recommendation.
Oh, Porto's Bakery in Anaheim. That's actually a really good, excellent recommendation. So, yeah, we're fired up about it. It's going to be a good time. And again, we probably won't be spending, the rest of us aren't probably going to be stuck in the hall 9 hours a day kind of thing. We're probably going to be, okay, saw that, been there, done that. Let's go out and have fun. Go do some fun touristy shit.
I'll get up early.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's cool. We want you to have your experience, just like other people are going to have their experience. So that's pretty cool. I dig it. Anybody else got anything else? No. Get your schedules out. That's an event you don't want to go. I know the Misfits are going to be there. They better, because it's in their fucking state, right? They don't even have to leave their state to go to this one.
It's California. What? Everything's like 4 minutes from each other.
Come on.
This one area.
Yeah.
It's sunshine, happy people. Fucking
again.
Yeah.
Would you rather be in fucking Anaheim or fucking Cleveland in early January? I can tell you where I'd rather be. Yeah. I might even have to extend this trip a couple of days.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rad.
Sorry, boss. It seems that there are no flights for the next 2 months.
Yeah, I don't know, Renee. I have no idea what happened. They just stopped flying airplanes, I guess.
Yeah.
Gonna have to hunker down here at this Hampton.
They gave out free motorcycles. I'm just stuck here forever now. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the other thing is go there, make a deal, and ride home.
Yeah.
No, you don't, because it's January 6th here.
Yeah.
It's January 9th here. You could do that. I've always had those oh, look, but it's going to be beautiful. And then you realize there's a point where it becomes winter as you're driving across America.
Isn't that like Colorado?
Yeah, it is. It is about Colorado. When you're riding in October is such a great thing all through the West Coast and out. And then you get to elevation and all of a sudden you're like, oh, goddamn, that's right. It's winter.
I can't imagine Nebraska or Kansas in 30-degree weather with just fucking sideways.
The perpetual 60-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh, dude,
right?
The wind chill factor of minus 27.
Right. Yeah, that does not sound like a good day in the saddle to me at all. Yeah, not even a little bit. But I used to do that. I used to be like, oh, you know what? I can fly out and get a cool bike and ride back. I'm like, no, that is the wrong move. You fly into the Midwest, get a cool bike with no miles on it, and ride that thing back to the West Coast, because we don't put a lot of miles on our bikes here.
No, not completely.
And you think about the motorcycle I'm riding today, if that was a West Coast bike, it would already have 40,000 miles on it. Mm-hmm. But here in Cleveland, it's got 4,000 miles on it. So you're like, oh, okay, that's the trick.
Do you remember back in the days of the IMS shows, international motorcycle shows, where dudes would ride in because it was free parking?
Yes.
And they'd get there at 11 a.m. and they'd be 13 fucking $72 Miller beers deep, and it would be 6 inches of snow outside.
Yeah. Big Gay Nick rode in because he's like, oh, it's free parking for motorcycles. I'm going to ride in.
Yeah.
So he rode in. He had all his gear on. He was ready to go. And he rode in, and it was sunny.
Yeah.
But it was cold. And then we got 9 inches of snow while we were in the event.
Yep.
And we're like, well, how the fuck are you going to get home? And I was like, I'll give you a ride home. We'll come back and get your bike, next day. If it didn't melt for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was solid. It was a blizzard. I was like, yeah, that's the chance you take, man. That is what you got. All right. Well, if that's it, play us out of here, Johnny. Ride fast and take chances.
And on that note,
I think it was hilarious. When Pete tapped your arm, you were like, I'm in.
On cue, man.
That's great. All right, ride fast and take chances. Play us out here, Johnny.
bum 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 bum.